and restart it just so we can get
Okay.
a fresh thing. My apologies.
No worries.
It's okay. I just suddenly noticed the stream went off. I
6%.
thought they all having issues as well.
6% complete on my synchronized.
That's not bad. You know what? While you're actually doing that, I'm gonna get some YouTube tunes in the background. So like, there's actually something in the because I mean.
Yeah, I was just making funny faces. Nine percent. Oh my god! Please. It's saved here. Surely it doesn't take this long. What's that? She is. Your mum loves me more than she loves you, basically what you're saying. Yeah. I would. Nah, you wouldn't like it. Yeah. That's that kind of point. That's why we were making. Well, that's why we're doing in free play, because I oh. I am at 18% complete, by the way. I just think it's like, what's this thinking? Like the save data or like everything? I guess. I guess. I guess, yeah. Yeah. I suppose it makes sense. That's fair. Paris. Hilton. Oh dear. I like your little emote, your sub badges. They're cute. Yeah, they're cute. Mm-hmm. 25%. You can have a cat cam. Why don't you just bite the bullet and become a VTuber? Cat V. It's not a bad idea. Yeah. I know you like cats. I'm just saying, like, it's funny that you never just gonna think, well, I'm gonna be a VTuber. Sorry, I just looked up at Steam. I was just looking at random games. It's like Shotgun Farmers, Grow Your Own Guns. It's an online multiplayer shooter where your missed shots grow into new guns. That sounds so stupid. I kind of want to buy it. Just. Yeah. It, actually, like low-key, it looks quite fun. Okay. What's up? No, I'm just saying, like, you know, I put it on the wish list and be like, maybe when it comes on sale. It's, well, it's $6.99. Oh no. Well, we'll go back. We'll go back to it. Absolutely, we're not like leaving it. I'm just saying, you know, for the time being. No idea. But you know, me want Binky, like a dummy. Yeah, pacify. There you go. You know what's really funny? My nephew was over today. My nephew was over today, and he every time he comes in, I always blow my train whistle because he loves it. It's really cute. I go, hey Tommy. I go, whoop whoop, and then he tries to blow he tries his best to blow it, and he just starts trying to eat it. He just starts like shit on it. It's really funny. Bless him. He hadn't got like the lung capacity to blow it. It's really cute. Like, and like I was like, he tries. He totally tries. And I'm like, I can't fault him for that. I'm at 45%, by the way. No. I said I'm at 18. Now I'm on 80. But yeah, that draw your own bullet thing, that looks fun. Actually. I mean, like I said, I've just bought you guys games again for the tournament. But I don't think I need to buy any new games. But that's a good one to keep on the list. I'm not made of money. Baby. I do. Well, I could. Well, I could just come like down like the week after or the week before, or whatever. Do you know what I mean? Or if, you know, we'll work out. Hmm. Yeah. Well, if worst comes to worst, well, the worst comes to worst. If your birthday's on Sunday, I'll come down for the week from Wednesday onwards, whatever. Welcome. I am currently at 56%. I'm getting there. But yeah, I can. I probably have a message from Xbox. Yeah, just do something. Yeah, just do stuff. Just get yourself going. I'll be there as quick as I can. I have most random messages on Xbox. I do. I love the best message I've always gotten. It's still on here. It's from AD Adenoid. I think it's Andenoid Bear 7898 and sent to me a message. Sup home slice. Sup home slice. Like, what the fuck does that mean? I don't know. I don't know. Oh, this is going to be a mistake. I'm googling it as well. Close friend from the neighborhood. I don't know who this person is. And I'm like, yeah, well. This was like 4 years ago. I remember because I went on Xbox. I was on the 360 because I was playing Alice Madness Returns. Way back in the day. That's a good game. What are you saying of course for? But anyway, I looked at it and was like, oh, I got a message. And then the first thing I read was Sup Home Slice. I am. That is so far from me. But okay. Am I a home? I am a home slice. But are your home slice? If so, what kind of slice am I? I'm a soft scoops home slice, okay. I'm a cheesecake. I'm at 97%, by the way, synchronized. No, not 97, 67%. Hey guys, I'm almost at 69%. Say it. Ready? Waiting for it. We're almost at 69. There's 69. Nice, 69%. Nice. Yeah, I am streaming. I'm sitting here having a chat with you guys. You should refresh the stream. Yeah. Yeah. It's my OnlyFans. Perhaps it subs to my OnlyFans. You don't need to be enjoying my OnlyFans. You can have that shit for free. And so people also say, like, why would guys won't get with me because I do OnlyFans? It's like, well, yeah, I don't think guys would get with you if you do OnlyFans. Do you know what I mean? I totally agree with it. I think if someone does if a girl does OnlyFans, I wouldn't probably will be with them. Because I feel like it depends what they're doing on it, I guess. If they're doing what OnlyFans is known for, right? Hear me out. Then everyone else, all my mates can have a look at my girlfriend's tits, basically. Do you know what I mean? And that makes me super uncomfortable. I just don't... Yeah, I know, but you know... It's just like, I don't want someone... You know, it's just... I just said I personally wouldn't... I personally wouldn't want to be with someone who does that. Because I feel... Yeah. No... I think we'd have a conversation. Put it that way. But you and me specifically, we would have a conversation. I would just strongly disapprove. I can't stop you, but I strongly would disapprove. Well, I'm already dating you. That's different. But back me up, you know what I'm saying. I'm just saying, like, For me, that's just like, I don't like it. It makes me feel uncomfortable. It's like, I shouldn't think, you know, it just makes me personally uncomfortable. I guess I just, maybe I'm just like, prefer, it's like some sort of traditionalism, I guess. Does that make sense? I mean, the thing with me is, it just makes me, for me personally, it will just make me uncomfortable. I know it's not my body, but I'm saying, that's good advice. Good advice. You do that. That's the best advice I can do. I'm just saying, like, my thing is, I don't think it's. I just remember because I had a conversation with somebody the other day who I work with. I'm not gonna say who it is. I'm not saying names. Who does that? And she was saying to me that guys are turned off by it, and I said, well, I do see it from that point of view. Yes. Yeah. I think it's just their like opinion, like opinion of people. It's just like, think people might think less of you. I guess I don't know. I'm just saying, like, from all I'm saying is from certain people's point of view, that's a turn off. Do you know what I mean? That's what the point I'm trying to make, I guess, is like some people might say that, but she couldn't understand why that was a turn off to certain people. That's my point I'm trying to make. But I would say, like, I want to say, like, I don't know. I wouldn't want to put a percentage about it. I'm just saying, like, a lot of people would be maybe some people would be okay with it, some people wouldn't. That's all I'm gonna say. Like, but me personally, I wouldn't be okay with it. Ma, if you want your OnlyFans, that's fine. That's your prerogative. But I'm just saying, I would tell you personally that would feel uncomfortable with it. But you know, again, each their own. Do you want to start OnlyFans, Matt? I mean, you are very sexy. I will tell you that much. She is top tier. But you know, I think I'm like, it's just like, well, I don't know. It just feels weird, I guess, is my thought process. Maybe I'm just old fashioned. Maybe I'm just old. I'm purposely sitting there like coughing quietly. Like, that was so well timed. So, Marta, let me ask you a serious question. What is your favourite? If you had to have like one drink for the rest of your life, what would you pick? No, but like what? Okay, let me rephrase it then. If you could you have to remove one drink from the world, what drink would you remove? Like you don't like. You don't like Lucozade? Really? Why is that then? You just don't like the taste of it? I quite like Lucozade. Yeah, but you live in Scotland. Like, isn't that like the indoor train station? There's a giant can of Iron Brew. Did you not put a third? It's just like I just think it's only in Scotland when you put just a giant can of Hyper in the middle of the train station. It's just like I just find it really funny. Just when I went to my business, like, cool. I'm done, by the way. I'm ready. Yeah. That's yep. Listen, if I was that successful, then probably I wouldn't worry so much. Do you know what I mean? If Mara could do that, and that's the money, she could buy me a house and pay for everything. She could do whatever the fuck she likes. We are content and comfortable. Fine, I guess.
Slightly more edgy with an 18 plus a label on it, basically.
Yeah,
right? So you can literally set it up for whatever you want. If you want, you can. At one point, it was a joke. I don't know if it was with you guys or something, but it was like, just take one picture of like and just repost it 20 million times, and then charge like $20 for it or something, and then they're like, oh, look at all this content in here, and it's like, oh, one picture, okay.
So how do I do this? Sorry.
How you join and stuff?
Yeah, I'm ready to play. I don't know how to do it.
Okay, in that case, I'm gonna drop off this map thing. It's gonna be hard. But do you have a particular thing in mind? Do you want to do a house or a vehicle or?
Just start wherever you like. Just go. We can alternate from vehicle.
Okay. You know what? We're gonna go backwards in that case. We're gonna do City of Lost City Palace. Hopefully, it's not gonna run.
Lost City Palace. I don't have that one.
I know, because you haven't unlocked it, because you haven't played that far for the career.
Okay. So I can join a player's co-op game?
Yeah. I'm loading it just now, so you should be able to load it in.
I'm just saying, like, I don't know. And
Hi, Babs!
Hi, Babs. I'm just like, what game are you excited for this year? What's your top games that you guys are excited for this year?
Zelda and Pikmin.
I know. Oh, fucking adoy.
Have you been able to load it?
I'm ready to play. I'm just waiting for you to invite me or whatever.
Oh, hold on. Okay. Now, invite friends. Do I have friends?
Shouldn't we?
Okay.
If you keep trying what do you call it? Just click on join a player's co-op game, and you should get in.
I've invited Mr. Fox and I've invited Mr. Birds.
Well, I'm already in.
How do I?
Look at. Oh yeah, you are.
Vibration. How do I find you? Sorry, I'm looking for your.
Right, if you go in to join a player's co-op.
Yep. Friends playing. There's no one there.
What are you playing on Fox?
On Xbox.
Okay.
Right, in that case, try and go into your messages. Because it is 1 to 6 people, yeah. Available. Okay, so I'm gonna lock these spots, so I will only let one person in. Want me to send you another invite?
Yeah, I just have. All I have is your message saying hi.
Well, you should have something like if you go into community and then chat.
Yeah.
Oh. I don't know where the invites go.
I don't know.
Right, hold on, because it's Windows, right?
Yeah.
It's Microsoft. See if you press Windows G, will that do anything for you?
Nope. I'm just saying, like, I don't have any messages. I just have your messages that says hi. Can Babs invite me?
Maybe. How did you join? Oh, I joined yours the last time, didn't you? Okay, well, I can.
Is it the location that maybe I haven't locked it? I can't join?
Okay, let's try a different place then for a moment, Barbs.
Okay.
Here, quick play location. Let's do the playground because I know I've done that one with you because we spent ages trying to get the ball up the slide. Right, and now co-op is on, so try and load in now. Right.
I'm gonna relaunch the game home.
Go for it. Worst cases, we'll just do the playground first.
Might sound like a really stupid question, but you're definitely, well, obviously friends on Xbox.
I think so.
Yes.
It's not that it's saying there's no friends online because you're not actively
Are we not actively friends?
Unless you've got a different username on Xbox now, I've got you. You play Minecraft together. But that should be there.
I am now joining.
You're joining, are you?
I think so. It's loading, anyway.
Well, it
So
says
maybe
you're
we
in.
just
I've got it.
have to go through your career
Hi.
mode and
Hi.
Hi. It could just be that he had an issue with the game, to be honest. Hi, tall orange, vertical orange, even.
I am a vertical orange.
Alright, shall we do this map, or do we want to try do
You
that?
can try the other one if you want. That's fine.
Okay.
Try loading now.
Right,
Now I'm
sorry,
in.
Birds. Where is it? It's at the very bottom.
Buzz is orange too.
No,
Am I?
Birds is purple.
Buzz is my screen's orange.
Blue. Birds is purple on my end.
Listen, I don't know what to tell you. Oh, jeez.
What?
I just look at. Oh my god.
You don't need to clean the rocks, just the building.
Okay.
Listen,
no, I should definitely be purple.
Barbs is purple. You can even Barbs check on my stream. You are purple
He is
on my
now,
end.
but he was orange originally.
I don't even know what costume I've got at this point, to be fair. But that is a good point that our guy did mention growing up. Oh, I do it here. I forgot. Oh, I've got blue outfit. Let's go with yellow today, and let's go with red gloves.
So what games are you excited for, Babs?
Sorry.
I was asked Babs what games he's excited for.
I don't really know.
He got his game.
I got my game.
The thing is, I'm worried about. I want to say I'm excited for Suicide Squad, but I heard it's got like loads of like loot gear, salute things again. I'm like, oh no, please don't be bad. You know what I mean? Please. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, I will say, in fairness, for Gotham Knights, we had fun with that game when we turned the difficulty down and we just played it on easy. It was like playing the Arkham games on co-op. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I suppose that's a lot of people don't do it that way.
Question for you, Paul. Because you're obviously skipping ahead and whatnot. See,
Yeah.
at this point, what gun are you using to
I'm
wash
using
stuff?
the white one. The Prime Vista Pro.
Okay, cool. Because you're using the same one that we are. That's cool.
Yeah.
Because I was just curious.
I think I put the last gun, haven't I?
I don't know.
What is the last gun you get?
Prime Vista
The Vista
Pro.
Pro.
Yeah, there you go then.
But
I have got the extensions as well.
We can use anything that you have unlocked on your game because you're the host.
Oh,
now.
that's true.
That's the way it works.
Yeah, I also added just a gold skin onto my gun because I'm fancy.
I just like
I'm
just worried about the games nowadays. Like a lot of remakes. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I worry that we're not getting any new games, and all the good games are now remakes of old games that we like anyway.
Yeah, I think what it is though, like with these ones, it targets the newer audience, right?
Yeah.
The younger ones.
Mm.
And if it's popular, which let's be honest, it will be because the oldies will get it, and so will the young ones, and so on. So they'll be like, okay, let's now make a new one. So they're like bringing the younger people into the fold, and they're like, okay, now that you've played this remake, let's play this game.
I was trying to think what a new game came out that was a new IP that was really good that people were saying. I mean, Hogwarts Legacy was pretty good, apart from the obvious controversy with that.
Yeah.
But I feel like it was a fun game on its own right. Like, and that's the thing, you know, I don't agree with any of the statements that you know who wrote.
Mm-hmm.
But what I'm saying is, as a game itself, I don't think the game developers are all like that. I don't think they did it with like, they just got told to make a game and you know. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, and something tells me the game would have been in development before 2020, when she said all of that.
Yeah.
So.
I just think it was a fun, enjoyable game, and there's a lot of side content that was fun and interesting. I mean, I think there was a little too much collectibles because there's like 600 collectibles across the map.
Yeah.
And I think that's a little much, but I might do it in my own time. Do you know what I mean?
No, you won't.
I would like to try.
Well, I believe that you can try, but you will not
When
do
I'm
it.
doing like streams like where I'm like on a day stream and I don't want fancy playing anything, I can just load that up and do some collectibles and do that as a stream.
You can. But you know what your problem is?
What's that?
You never go back to the game once you finish it on stream.
That's true. I don't generally. I like to move on to new experiences, I guess.
Yes.
And I admit.
Whereas me, I've played now about 70, 80 hours of Zelda, and I'm finding reasons not to do the last Divine Beast because I'm just liking the exploration.
Yeah. But I don't know if Babs agrees with me on this. Do you think Martin needs to get all the Korok seeds?
I don't need to.
Or do you think you as a person think that's too many collectibles? I know you're saying there's
No, I'd go for it.
like what is it, like 900?
900. You need 441 to fully expand your inventory, and then you can.
See, that's where I draw the line. When I expand my inventory, that's where I draw the line.
Yeah. And exactly, our guy. The game can be great even if the woman behind it is a hateful super.
She is.
Very true.
It's very true. It's like I say, like I played the game and I was just like, people were just getting attacked and harassed over. It's like, people have just got nothing better to do. I was like, people who are saying it, I guess, well, half the people who are saying it weren't even in that demographic that were offended. They were offended on their behalf. Do you know what I mean? I know a lot of people were like.
At that point, it's that whole virtue signaling where someone be like, well, you can't do that because it's offensive. And then you actually ask the people, and like, one of them was like, at one point I saw this one clip where the guy literally would put like a sombrero on and went to the people that, you know, are associated with sombreros, and they were like, no, you look fun, go for it, have fun, and whatnot. And then they had a bunch of white people and they're like, no, you can't do that because it's cultural appropriation. It's very insensitive to them.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, but literally the people that are, they said go for it. Like,
Yeah.
so which one do we go for? 'Cause
I'll tell you the other thing is like, the other game I was thinking of with that was Atomic Heart, because it's made by a Russian developer. And people were like, oh, yeah, you can't play that game because, you know, you're supporting Russia. I was like, do you think everyone in Russia agrees with what's going on in Russia? Do you know what I mean? I'm not trying to
something
get. I'm
tells
not,
me that they don't.
you know, I mean,
Yeah.
people in Russia are pressed to tell them the truth. You know, they can't say what's going on. They can't protest what's going on. You protest in
Yeah.
Russia about the war in Ukraine, you get put in jail and called like a traitor or whatever. I don't know what the right word what word would be. Traitor's not the right word, but you know what I mean.
Well, that's what they'd portray you as.
Yeah.
But I think
Yeah.
most people accept that Russians aren't like that. It's just Putin
Yeah.
Yeah.
and his yes men who are always going to back him no matter what because they don't want
Good old
to be
days.
tipped off to the gulag.
Yeah.
As again, clearly didn't know the group were attacking because they're first. Yeah. You know what?
Yeah.
You know what would you do to Putin? Put him in Xbox 360 live chat, like part of game lobby in Modern Warfare 2000, straighten him out. Do you remember? I don't know if you remember those back in those days when everyone was just like fucking your mum and things like that. Like they
Yeah.
you had like full on rants of like, oh, the good old days. Tale as old as time.
Hmm. You know that experiment thing that the lady came over and she talked to me about,
Yeah.
right? She did ask like what sort of how often I use like these voice chat in like Fortnite and whatnot and what's like stopping me and what the general sort of vibe is, and I'm like, with Fortnite I don't really use voice chats unless I'm playing with you or my brother, but I was like, listen, it's great, but there's also so many like very toxic
Racist people.
So it's not even that toxic, young, bratty, edgy teenagers. Like, and again, it's like one of those things. It's like
I
at
imagine
one
it's
point
like,
a woman started playing Call of Duty or something, and she was slaying it. They were like, oh my god, look at this amazing guy. He's doing something amazing. And the moment she said
That's what I was gonna say.
something,
Yeah, that's what I was gonna
that's
say.
when all the insults came in, and it's like,
Yeah,
that's why I don't want to use the voice
that's why
chat.
like Amara said before back in other chats, but she's felt very safe in this community because nobody's like that.
Yeah.
Like we have no, I personally have no tolerance for it.
Same.
But you know, I mean, like some people are just like really weird with women online.
Yeah,
That's like,
girls can't be gamers.
what's that?
Yeah, it literally is one of those things. And the researcher was like, really? And I'm like, yeah, like, there's so many people that are like, what? Girls? Games? What? No, they need to go back playing with dolls. I'm like, have you seen Sims? But yeah, one of those things, like, not cool. So many little shits on those games that never been disciplined by the parents. Exactly.
Well, you don't understand though. That's the babysitter. Shut up, little Timmy, for 5 minutes.
But then again, you've also got parents who are very much like that, and they're like,
You know, if I ever have kids, God forbid, you know, I'm gonna teach those kids. If you go online and you say something that you wouldn't say to some person in real life, don't say it, because if you said that to someone in the street, they'd beat the shit out of you. Like if someone said to me, "Oh, fuck you, you fat piece of shit, go fucking kill yourself," you know, I'd be like, "Do you want to throw down?" You know, I mean, I'm not a violent person, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
yeah.
Do you want to start something? Do you know what I mean? That's the thing. And I just.
I've always been like, just be kind. It doesn't cost anything. But
Well, that's the thing.
you make someone's day. But being mean will ruin everyone's day. So
Someone's invisible. Oh no, it's Babs. Sorry, Babs, I didn't see you there.
Yeah, I'm just standing a bit further back and using
A longer range.
a longer range.
Yeah. It's just like
yeah,
people just don't like, you know, what people say online. It's just some people say the most hurtful, hateful things, and I just
They do.
sit there thinking, what? Who's hurt you? I'm genuinely sorry for who's caused you this much pain in your life that you feel
I
like
think
this
that
is.
just goes back again to that whole, oh look, I'm so edgy, look, I'm so cool, and it's like, no, you're not. No, you're not. You're
It's the same
being a
thing that
bully.
people like people say, like I ask you, have you ever broken a controller in rage? And this isn't for
No.
anyone in chat as well. I've never done it, and I never understand why people do it. If I get so angry I break something, then I shouldn't really be playing that many games. Do you know what I mean? I should.
At that point, you should seek some sort of professional help.
Yeah, because I don't
If you
think.
clearly have problems.
I mean, I've got anger at games. Don't get me wrong. I've been like,
Yeah.
frustrated, but I've never got to the point where I want to throw my controller against the wall or break something.
Yeah.
See, I learned that though. To be fair, because my brother, when he was angry at me for something, I don't really know what he was angry at me about. I don't think he was. He threw a deodorant can at my head. I dodged it, smacked the TV, broke our TV, and he blamed me for that. He said, "You shouldn't have. Why did you get me angry? Or so angry for?" I was like, "You didn't. Why are you throwing stuff?" Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So in the end, we had to get a new TV, obviously, and then he was like, "You break the TV, you'll get kicked out next time." So my dad was like, "You break the TV, you'll be kicked out," because it wasn't fair. Because then we didn't have a TV for like 2 weeks, so he can watch telly, I can play games. And I felt like I was getting punished at that point. I was like, "Oh, this is my fault."
Yeah. Siblings be like that.
They do.
Good thing is, with me and my sister, at one point she decided that she was an extrovert and I was an introvert. So she kept going outside with her friends and I stayed inside playing video games instead.
So you met me.
So eventually, yeah. But eventually we just spend so little time together that it's like she can still annoy me because she's one of those like, I know best. You can't convince me other ways. But when she doesn't want my school, because I would be in hell for that at this point. But yeah, that's basically what she's like. Okay. And what I absolutely, and this is being sarcastic, love about her, you can have a conversation with her, right? For instance, like, she'll be like, yeah, I bought this for like 10 quid, and then 2 weeks later, you'll have a chat with her, and you'll be like, oh yeah, because you bought it for 10 quid, and she's like, no, I didn't, it cost me 100 quid, what are you on about? Like, but you said it was 10 quid. No, I didn't. I would never do that. Obviously, I paid 100 quid for it. Why would I say it was 10 quid when it was 100 quid? I'm like,
okay.
You said 10 quid. You know, and it's like that with her, with a lot of things. It's gotten slightly better, but mostly because we don't speak as much anymore. But I was like, she's unintentionally gaslighting people, being like, no, I didn't. And it's like, you sure? At one point we had a conversation, and even my mom heard it. And then a few days later, we were having a conversation about that. And she's like, I never said it. And me, my mom, and my dad said, yes, you did. And she's like, no, what are you guys on about? Are you guys high or something? I would never say that. They were like, but you did. There's 3 people saying that you did. And she's like, no, I didn't.
Oh,
It's
dear.
honestly, like, those are like the most frustrating arguments because I'm like, I know I'm right, she thinks she's right. So, just a heads up, folks. This might be something that you might need to deal at one point, so be prepared.
That's okay.
Okay. It's just funny. Also frustrating. Do you think you're gonna get the Pikmin game?
What's that? You think I'm gonna get the Pikmin game?
Do you think you'll get the Pikmin game yourself?
I don't know. I've never played Pikmin.
Have you
I
not?
know a lot of people who like Pikmin. I'm not saying I've never played a Pikmin. Pikmin killed my brother, you know. You know what I mean? But I just never played
Well,
it.
that would be worried because he's still alive.
He's a clone. Needs a secret identity. Yeah,
I mean, if you want, next time around you can find one. You can get him because I've got it.
It's like
Hard one.
I never played Pikmin. But have you ever played Pikmin?
I've never played a Pikmin,
I know a lot of people like them, and I'm like, I have nothing against it. I'm just, I just never played it.
I think you would like it though, because it's like your type of game as silly as it is, because you like those like strategy battle thingy bobbies.
I do.
Yeah, and it's at least third. I feel like is a bit like that. There's like puzzles and you need to manage your day and stuff, but you get like Pikmin and it's like you need to progress through objectives, and they're basically are like your little battling games. I don't know how to describe it, but yeah, I've played since the third one. Well, only the third one, because basically there's only three. And I think I got it, I think even before my brother was alive. Like 2013, 2014 maybe. Maybe he was like tiny. And at that point, me and my sister, because we were like, this is such a good game, is there a fourth one? Or something? There wasn't, but they said the fourth one was in development, and that was like 2014. So
Yeah.
I'm like, finally!
But you've been a big Nintendo person. You've always been Nintendo, haven't you?
Yeah, that's because my first game.
See, I was brought up on Sony milk.
See, I didn't get my first console until, like, I think 2010. For Christmas, I got the Wii.
One of the Wii's, remember
Was I
back
big-
in the day, we used to sell like hotcakes.
Yeah, I still, but I don't have the Wii anymore because my dad got rid of it, I believe. But I've got the Wii U still. I think the only reason he got rid of the Wii is because Wii U can play Wii games, so it's like, why not? But Wii was good. And a lot of people say that the Wii U was crap, but I've never had issues with it. I don't understand why people always complain about it. You?
No.
Like there's so many people that are like, ooh, Wii U, blah,
Bleh.
evil. I'm like, so
Yeah.
evil about it. Do you know, Barbs?
I don't know.
Did
I mean,
you
I
have a
never-
Wii U?
I never had a Wii U. I had a Wii, but not a Wii U.
See, I think the Wii overall was kind of mid as a console.
I was never its biggest fan.
Yeah, it's like it was a good idea, but I feel
It
like
was a good concept, but some of the games on it, you don't need blooming
motion control.
motion control. It just gets in the way.
It's like, you know, I just want to sit on the couch and play a game. I don't want to be moving. You know, I mean, I sound really like a real slob. Like I don't want to move. Ugh, disgusting. That's gross. Blech.
Wait.
What's
I
your?
mean,
I mean, listen. I was gonna say I was brought up on Sony consoles, but I consider myself more an Xbox person actually, to be honest. Because 360 Xbox One was 360 was my like proper, you know, hardcore Dorito eating gamer growls. I never ate great Doritos. Can't stand Doritos. But you know what I mean.
Pringles?
I don't like potato chips or crisps. I'm very strange.
You are.
But I used to know a guy who never ate chocolate. He couldn't stand the taste of chocolate. That is bizarre.
No, I can understand that. I can understand. Chocolate is one of those, like, it is one of those stronger tastes, but also depends what kind of chocolate you try, because dairy milk doesn't taste like normal chocolate.
I just think he just didn't have any, just didn't like any chocolate, like at all, like period.
Mm. You don't like hot chocolate,
I do not like hot chocolate.
but you make it wrong. You use the wrong brand.
Listen. I admit you're right, but I don't really like. What hot chocolate with hot chocolate? I just don't like the smell of it. And you know what they say
What?
about you? I know they say like you taste more with your nose than you with your mouth, don't you? Because the smell puts you. I don't know how to word it. It's like if you smell something you don't like, you less like you won't eat it. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? I'm trying to word it the right way.
Yeah, it makes sense. Yes, I've got the problem where randomly, like, I would have smelt something and then, but like, it smells nice, and then like, at some point later, farther down the line, completely unrelated to whatever I was smelling, I'll eat something. I'm like, this smells exactly this tastes exactly the way that smelled like ages ago. And it's like,
What kind of food do you not like, Burbs?
What kind of food do I not like?
Yeah, and is there any food that you don't like or you think is weird or odd that most people do like?
Nothing immediately springs to mind.
So I know Marta doesn't really like fish, do you?
I like fish.
I mean, what's the fish you didn't
I mean,
eat?
I don't know whether it's more of a local thing, but people around here seem to like peas pudding.
Blech.
What's that?
Well, it's basically like mushed up. I think
Cat's
it's
sick.
split peas or something.
I don't like
It's
mushrooms.
absolutely rancid. In my
At one
opinion.
point I had mushy peas and it's like, I don't want baby food. I don't want to be eating baby food when I order food. I want food.
You want food.
Yeah, mushy peas is yeah. But I like fish.
Well,
I
I
mean,
agree with that. I like peas. I don't like mushy peas.
yeah.
See, I don't like peas, period.
I'm like 90% of fish.
I know.
And yet you like Brussels sprouts.
I do.
Brussels sprouts are god tier.
Yeah, they are, right?
First, right. But take it from the context of he doesn't like mushrooms, doesn't like tomatoes, doesn't like
I do
peas.
like tomato.
You like,
Kinda.
you don't. You take tomatoes out.
Yeah, but I like tomato sauce and like bolognese.
Well, that doesn't count. I'm talking fresh veg here. Like potentially cooked, but not like blended into the sauce because you didn't like my sauce either when I made it.
But yeah,
before.
but
You like the artificial tomatoes.
yes. I like I like nothing real. I like only the artificial.
Do you like carrots?
No, never have.
Okay. You don't like carrots. You don't like mushrooms. You don't like tomatoes. You tolerate cucumbers. Like, and then Barbs, he turns and like, but I love Brussels sprouts.
I do love Brussels sprouts. I like.
I know, but like the setup for it is I don't like mushrooms. I don't like carrots. I don't like tomato. I wouldn't be surprised if you said I don't like onion. And I
do
don't
like.
garlic.
I like onion and garlic.
Well done. I'm proud of you. But
I
you know what I
obviously
mean?
with moderation. I'm not saying I like garlic and onion, lots of it. Do you know what I
I'm
mean?
gonna have so many troubles.
But I mean, you don't have anything. You have too much of anything, it ruins it.
Not garlic.
Yes.
No.
But would you say is there a thing that's too much garlic?
I would say it is possible to have too much garlic, but I
It's
have a
difficult to
quite
do.
high tolerance for garlic.
Thank you, Barbs. Same. At this point, if I just add 2 or 3 cloves of garlic into like a pasta sauce or something, I'm like, there's garlic?
Yeah.
Oh, yes. When did you add garlic?
Two or three cloves in like a pot of garlic sauce is not excessive, no.
No, like let's say bolognese sauce or something, you know, when you put it into like a pasta sauce.
Yeah, that's not excessive.
No. If I make garlic bread, I'll add like 5-6 cloves of it.
Well, yeah, but that's
Because I
garlic
love
bread.
garlic.
If you don't put
Yeah,
garlic
but-
in it, it's gonna be just what bread, slightly toasted bread.
With butter and parsley and potentially cheese.
I did like sourdough bread. That was quite nice. But no, Lars.
Yay!
That was
You
cool.
want to know something funny?
What's that?
In Poland, that's like the default bread. Like that's
Yeah,
how
that was
they
quite.
make
That was really
it.
nice actually. I was like, I was pleasantly surprised.
Yay! Because most of the food I gave you, you just squirmed your face at. Please, I'm like eating this again.
I'm
I don't know
sorry.
if I've ever had sourdough,
Oh, I recommend bird.
which is not a case of ooh sourdough. That sounds disgusting. It's just it's never really come up.
Yeah, no, I don't blame you. Like I say, in Poland, it's like basically the default bread. Like you, to get a different style bread, you need to be searching for it. Here, you need to be searching for sourdough. But it's such a good bread. It and a lot of people are now just sort of like getting to the point like sourdough.
Have we got have we got scaffolding or ladder or anything?
There
The
should
scaffolding at
be,
the back.
but you can walk up the walls if that's what you mean.
I can. I can.
Yes, I'm on the wall.
I did.
think you're at
Yes,
the
because
wall.
that makes logical sense. And I can walk up a 90-degree incline.
It's not a 90-degree incline, excuse me. If anything, it's maybe like 60. 90 is a straight
Can we
line.
make it 69?
Because it's not. Generally with pyramids, it's like 30, 60.
Hmm.
I do agree the walls look too steep to naturally walk up.
Yeah, birds didn't realise
If
that
you go on all
either.
four, I mean, if you go on all fours, maybe, perhaps. You know what I
Have you
mean?
tried walking up Gallow Hill Rise? No? Then you don't understand. It's doable. Trust me.
Is it?
Yes. Like towards the top, maybe, but
I mean, I'm just saying, I'm not. I just don't think I could do it.
oh, well, I probably in real life couldn't do it either. But this game,
This game, I could do anything.
I'd say.
Do I have to get inside its mouth?
Yes, but there is scaffolding, so you can do it from this side.
Yeah, because I'm gonna need scaffolding because I can't reach that from here.
Because I think it's behind on the other side. Hold on, I can move it for you.
Oh, okay, you're moving it. Okay, I'm coming back around the front. I mean, I've gone as far as I can reach with the walls that I've got.
Yeah. Problem is, I can't go
yeah.
any faster. Right, you can rearrange it for yourself.
Thank you.
Because I can pick it up when I'm so far away from it, but God forbid I want to put it away from me, just on the other side on the ground, you know? No, I need to be on the ground to do it. You can do it. You're a big boy. I believe in you.
I am indeed a big boy. Does it bother you that I'm a bigger boy? I heard a lot of
Big
people. I heard like a lot of ladies prefer a bigger guy than a thin guy. More to cuddle with, apparently. That's what people say.
Honestly, I don't care. You do you.
I do.
Get for you. No, like I don't really have like a preference.
No?
It's there's more to cuddle, but I don't know. I never really cared about how people look. It's more about
Well, it's not like that.
They
It's just
are.
like they just sound like a skinny person because they're like there's more less to cuddle with. I don't know how strictly true that is.
Let's put it this way. I am a bit more wary of skinny people, but that's because in high school I was bullied by skinny people. So, but also my best friend is one of the skinniest people I've ever met. So,
Did she ever get back to you about us meeting up?
I haven't messaged her yet, to be honest. I haven't checked it, but I can message her. You know what? I'll message her now. Hold on. Oh, I need to log into Facebook account on my messenger. Never mind. I'll do it later. But yeah, I haven't really checked that with her just yet because I was like, I don't know. For some reason, my brain was like, we're still in the planning stages, so I was like, let's not stress. Let's just.
No, I get yeah.
Yeah, but I'm sure it'll be fine. It's just literally that she needs a day to do it because she's like my sister. She hates having a day off. She's like, I can't wait to
See,
have
I
a day
have the
off.
exact opposite. I'm like, I can't wait for my day off.
Oh no. She'll be like, you know what? I'm so busy. I can't wait for this weekend that's coming up. And then maybe an hour after she wakes up on her weekend, she's like, oh God, I'm so bored. I want to do something. Do you want to go outside? Do you want to go bowling? Do you want to go to the cinema? How about we go on a shopping trip as well? Do you want to go on a road trip over 2 towns over? That's going to take us 10 hours. No? Aww.
Oh.
Like, that's literally her. She's like, I hate that I don't have time to just chill. The moment she chills, she's like, I hate that I have time to chill. And I'm like, you can't have both.
You can't have it all the way.
Yeah. So that's what she's like. But I'm just like, okay. So at this point, it's like a joke thing. I think even when you were here, I don't know. Because I know you were looking at my phone at that point. But there's one message.
That sounds really bad when you say it like that. It's like, I've been looking at you.
No, honestly, I don't care. I was sitting next to you and we were doing something and she sent a message and I opened it and we were literally like, we were cuddling, watching TV. So I mean, meh.
I think like people say like, do you think like people who say can I look a boy or a girl that's can I look through your phone? Do you think that's acceptable or not? Because on the one hand, I do get it. I get it from one point of view. Like, if you've got nothing to hide, then you shouldn't have no problem showing it. But on the other hand, it's like, if
you don't trust them, you shouldn't be with them.
You shouldn't be. Yeah, exactly. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just find it weird. Like people are like, I need to look for your phone. Like, why? You can look for my phone. I got nothing to hide.
You don't use your phone that often, though.
Yeah, no, but or you can look for my Discord or my messages on Facebook or whatever. You could look.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying, like, you forget to take your phone. You don't need to. You really take your phone out to your room.
Yeah, I do. That's true.
Last time around, I tried phoning you on your phone without telling you. You had to run downstairs to grab it. At which point, the voicemail turned on.
Yeah, well, I was in my room. I was editing. I didn't need to look at my phone.
But you know what I mean? At this point, I generally have my phone in the same room as me.
I just don't really use it, I guess. I just like having it, just in case I need it.
Yeah.
If someone's really important, there's multiple ways to get in contact with me.
Do you keep your phone on you, Barbs?
Yeah. I must admit, I tend to.
I don't know. I just never.
That's why I just find it weird that you don't. Like, it took me so long to like get it to just get over the fact that you like don't use your phone. For the longest time initially as well, you would only phone me on Discord. Like you never message me at all or phone me like phone.
Well, I just think Discord's easier.
Well, yeah, but it was just so weird.
I'm just a weirdo. Well, the reason I message you on Discord is because I think it's because for me, I think it's like my microphone's better and I got best quality. I guess that's probably the reason why I do it that way.
To be fair, yesterday you phoned me and you were like 2 miles away from your microphone on the phone, and you kept asking, saying stuff, and I would be like, "Huh?" And you just start mocking me for saying, "Huh?"
Huh?
Like, oh, you'll remember once you see it. I'm like, it's not that I don't remember; it's I don't understand.
You don't understand. You don't understand.
Yeah. And on top of that, I was also trying not to let Mario win in Mario Party. I was like trying to bowl, but also trying to decode your secret message. So
you cracked the code.
yeah, I was like, Mario, help me with this.
It's like, you don't understand, Marta. I am not on your side. Wahoo! No, I should do a Chris Pratt impression. It is, hello everybody, this is me, Mario. Wahoo! Let's go. Who's going to go see the Mario movie? Actually,
Me.
Yeah, so am I. I want to watch it. It's like it's either gonna be really good or really bad.
It looks good.
It looks good, but will it be good?
See, a lot of people, especially with now me watching you work Frey and whatnot and stuff, right? A lot of people like say that Nintendo's bad at games and stuff, but I've never had these like quality issues that people say that are so bad with their recent games. My games seem to run smoothly. I've just been stressing with Link because
Yeah, like a lot of people have a lot of negative things with glitches and stuff. And I was like, I don't really experience it. I don't say it doesn't exist because it does, obviously.
Yeah, I mean, Scarlet and Violet, I mean, the graphics aren't the greatest, but at the same time, I think what they do is they try and sort of balance it out with, like, the amount of, like, background stuff, like the spawning and stuff that's going on with it. I don't know the ins and outs of these sort of things, right? But anyways, yeah. But to me, all the games that I've played from Nintendo, they've been really good. I mean, really good. To the point that I'm like, yes, Nintendo takes absolute ages making the games, whatever, but they come out really good.
Yeah.
Like, I've never had any, like, issues. Like, maybe a little glitch
You
here.
know what I have fun with Nintendo with?
Prices.
No, well, yeah, that. And the thing is, not I have access to that old library of games, like the GameCube and the Wii and stuff, you know. I mean, I know you can get a Wii U and get them, you know, that way, but I'm saying on the Nintendo Switch, you can't get any, like, old games, you know. It's so hard to get them nowadays, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, for the
If I want to play, like,
Nintendo...
what's it called? What's the Zelda called? Wind Waker. I have to buy a Wii U. I can't buy it on the Switch. I have to buy it on Wii U. Do you know what I mean?
I don't know on the Nintendo Switch Online.
Nope. Same with.
Well, it was originally a GameCube game, so.
But yeah, but you know what I mean. But surely the Switch can handle the hardware. Is my point. That's my point. It's like it's difficult.
No, I just mean you'll probably get GameCube games at some point on it, but they've not got to that point yet. I think they're up to the N64, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. But at the same time, you know, it's also one of those, because it's a Switch, they would need to make a cartridge, or at least sell it
Well,
online.
even just, I'm not even saying like what a cartridge of it. I just want a digital version I can just buy and download.
Yeah, but you know what I mean. And from what I understand, you know how Nintendo always has the games at 50 quid. The reason it is that way is because they've got this thing that the digital and physical copies need to be the same price, and the physical ones basically have that additional cost of a cartridge in it because they're not future produced sort of thing. So yeah, and it's like that. Even if they had physical, at that point they need to, you know, get like a server set up to just allow for those games to be available to be downloaded or whatever.
I think a big company like Nintendo could do that.
Yeah, but then it's a question of how many people would actually buy it and play it.
I think it should
some
be.
people would be like,
Yeah, but my point is like I would like ease of access. And then people that complain about people emulating the game because they can't access it any other way. It's like, well, we have no other way of getting it. Do you see what I mean?
I see what you mean, but also think about the actual work behind it. Like I don't know what code they use, but I imagine they would need to redo a lot of the codes to make it work on a Switch instead of a GameCube.
Yeah, I just, you know what I mean? Like the new Metro Prime game come out on Switch, the remaster. That's great. I'd love to play those games. Do you know what I mean? The original trilogy. Apparently they're really good games, but like before then, the only way to get them was on the Wii, and then maybe the Wii U.
Well, listen, if you want, I've got the Wii U.
Yeah, I know, but I'm not saying I'm just saying for a general audience.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you mean, but
Like I
you
wouldn't.
could say the same thing
like,
about the PlayStation 1 games or something. They're not as easy to.
That's true.
You
I will admit, not all the
stuff.
PlayStation 1 games are on there. That's fair. I get that. But I'm saying I wish it was like a Steam thing where you could just have them in a cloud save or something. You could just download them. I guess.
And I think they're slowly working on it. It's just because the Nintendo Switch Online thing is fairly new, and
Yeah.
so it's gonna take a while. But I think I mean, they haven't said it, but I think their plan overall is to get, but like the popular old games onto the Switch, so that all the games are in one spot. Because then they're increasing the market, because you'll get those ones that are going for the nostalgia side of things that will just get a Switch to play the old games, or the noobs who've played the new Tears of the Kingdom Zelda, and they're like, "What? Let's play all the other links."
Yeah. I understand. Like, I appreciate like the fact I can just have it. I can pick and choose what I want to play. I guess that's why I like Steam so much. It's just like 90% of the games on Steam I can just pick and play.
Yeah, but it's the same thing though. Like, you say about the Nintendo stuff, but some games that you had on like Vista,
Yeah.
you're not going to be able to play it on a Windows 11.
Nah, true. True,
Like,
true, true.
I've had a few desktop games that I had. One of them that I used to love playing as a kid, and maybe it was even like 5 years ago. I've managed to find a version of it online that I could install, and even with my, I think, Windows 8 or Windows 10, the game was like, no, don't you dare.
Yeah, I know, I get it.
So, the fact that it just messes it up just with Windows just being 2 or 3 years older or whatever. Because, like, imagine trying to get a GameCube thing on the Switch. It's not going to be that easy.
Yeah, I know. I just wish that, people could have access to those kind of things.
Yeah. I get it. I am.
Especially if a game's not going to get a remake, If a game's not going to get a remake, I'd like to be able to play a game. I guess.
At that point, I'm like, do I really need to play this game? Am I really that dependent on it? Like, or am I happy just getting someone else?
What is up with this?
So that's where I'm at. But I know you like to be like, oh, I'd like to have the option to play it, even if it's just going to sit in my pile of shame for the next 200 years.
Yes. Precisely.
Yes, that's you. To me, it's like, at this point when I look at the game, it's like, I could buy it, but will I actually be playing it right now? And I'm like, well, I'm currently going through through the Pokédex and Legend Arceus. In the meantime, I'm also getting all the power-ups in Breath of the Wild. And I'm planning on playing Tears of the Kingdom when it comes out, and it probably will have like 2,000 power-ups. So, nah, let's not get this game. Why not? Let's just save the money.
Yeah, it's true.
You're like, oh, this game's on sale. I might play it in 20 years' time.
That is very true. But listen, my argument is, like, I don't know. It's just, good argument, Foxtrot 10 out of 10.
Yeah, it's very convincing. I'm convinced. You sold me.
I just like there's always opportunity. I like the variety to choose. I guess.
Bible is very quiet.
Yeah, Babs, did you win yet?
Slowly.
What do you think about it, Barbs?
Well, I must admit, I'm a bit of a hoarder as well.
Here's my thing for you. Would you love a Need for Speed Underground be released so you can play it anytime you want? Or 1 or 2? I don't know if you ever played those games. Do you ever play those games?
I'd like a re-release of Carbon.
Well,
Need for Speed Carbon.
That's what I'm saying. Imagine that. That's my point. Imagine having that on Steam and you could just play it anytime you wanted, or PlayStation or whatever.
Yeah.
But that's the whole point. You would be looking for it to be released on Steam. I don't know what platform it was before. I imagine it was still on Windows, but it must have been like.
I don't even know. It might be available on EA, to be honest, because I think it's EA that published the Need for Speed.
I think so. It was on Origin. That's how I got it for the EA Play. So.
Babs is like, wait, what? Then Babs disconnects from the game.
Like, not that one, the Heat one or whatever it was that we played together, Birds.
Yeah.
that I played very briefly.
I mean, I just guess it
I
depends
can't
on like
remember.
how much nostalgia you've got for games. Nostalgia's a tricky thing, though, isn't it?
I love games, don't get me wrong. But you also know how I play the games. And I play them to get everything and so on. To the point that I'll buy a 50 quid Nintendo game, right? But I'll spend 300 hours in the game just getting all the collectibles, all the side quests, all the little bits and pieces.
Yeah.
To the point that it's like, well, do I really need another 20 games like this right now? No? Okay.
No,
Yes, the answer is always yes.
there's always room
I
for more
mean,
games.
yes, I do want more birds, but if let's say like I'm playing Zelda right now, and I mean on stream it's not gonna take too long because I'm gonna like, speed it up a little. But
What are you thinking
at
about
this
after you
point,
got the Korok seeds? You're gonna go for the end, do you reckon?
I think so. But I also got the DLC, so I might get a DLC afterwards.
Oh yeah, that's fair enough then.
Yeah, but like you know what I mean? Like with Zelda, it's easy like 100, 200 hours if you're going through for the everything category, not just, you know, a few shrines, a few courts. If you're going for everything, it's gonna be probably around the 200 hours. Let's be honest. I don't know how much on that on the first save. I can check. And it's like, okay, well, I'm halfway through the Zelda. Do I really want to get another 3 Zeldas currently on my system just so I can say, oh, I'll play it eventually once I feel like it? I don't really.
Yeah, I know, I get you.
And I do believe, like I say, Nintendo's gonna find a way to get all of that onto the one system because they're going slowly through it. They've already got N64 on it.
Oh yeah.
At this point, they're also doing that through Mario Kart. They're getting the expansion and thingy, the DLC for it, the expansion waves or whatever you want to call it, where they're getting the older stages and they're getting some from the mobile phone game and some
Yeah,
from
and a lot of
the.
people have been like complaining and saying they want a new Mario Kart, not more DLC.
I'm like, but basically you're wanting the same thing. Although I do agree, I think if they could make another Mario Kart, but make it more like the Wii version of Mario Kart, where it was actually effort to get everything, like unlock everything, you know, gold stars and whatnot. Then yes, because Mario Kart 8 is basically like, oh, so I heard your kids hate losing. Okay, there you go. Even if they're last, they're gonna get a point.
But you just want to teach
Whereas
kids life's not fair.
it's like that whole, you know, participation trophy. But like, oh yeah, you did great, well done. Here's a little point. Like, it's like, no, you don't need to give the last person any points. They need more incentive to get better, not points. But no, like, I don't know. I still remember on Mario Kart on Wii, we played Rainbow Road, and it was absolutely scary when that thing came on because it was like, I don't know how to play it. This Mario Kart has 3 Rainbow Roads, and I'm like, I love it. I think there's only one that I hate, and it's not because it's difficult. It's just I don't like the vibe of it. It's the tricky one, the
Yeah.
one in the crank up. And it's like, it's not that it's difficult. It's just I don't like all the like 20 million things that are going on and people constantly like twisting me around because I don't like the zero gravity or whatever. But it's like, okay. So make it more actually challenging. Make it more fun.
That's the thing, you know, think about difficulty. I could talk about difficulty. It's like, should Dark Souls or Elden Ring and stuff be more accessible to everyone?
Nah.
It's like, I think just because Elden Ring and stuff don't have a difficulty thing doesn't mean there's other games that don't have difficulty. You know, they think they should
Let
have an
me put
easy
it
mode.
this way. Say for like Elden Ring and all those ones.
Mm.
There is a game like that probably exists that is a lot easier. I'm sure you can find a version or an iteration of the similar story, similar graphics, all that. It's just not as difficult.
But I guess because people want to experience the story and the lore and stuff, and I'm like, but then the victories that you have are diminished if you put it on easy.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to experience the story, well then, then you know already what you're getting yourself into. You know that you'll need to be learning from your mistakes as you go. It's not going to be a 2 hour sit down and you're going to win.
Yeah.
Like, no, no, just deal with it.
If people just want it to be easy, then they'll complain that it's too easy.
Nah.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't, in my opinion, like, I would probably want to experience the story, sure, why not? But I know that I also don't want the stress of fucking about with playing the actual game. So guess what I can do? Go on YouTube, or better yet, watch my boyfriend stream it.
or you could just do
And
the
then
other thing, which is,
go
you
into
know,
the thing.
get good. Scrub.
Or I can save my sanity and just not do it.
I mean, I think the reward for doing those, being those difficult bosses, is the high you get when you do it. Yeah, like the 1,600 deaths you had beforehand, but when you do it, off.
Listen, I don't agree. I agree. But also, I know myself, and if I had to go through 1,600 deaths, I would just give up on a game and I would just not go back to it. Similar to, it was Splatoon that it was. The Splatoon 2, you've got the DLC, and there's like a subway thing, and the final battle is with, I guess, Agent 1, so yourself from the first story mode game in the first Splatoon, or something like that, I don't really remember. But I struggled so badly to defeat it. Like, I tried 100, 200 times or something, and I just could never get past, like, even first phase 90% of the time. To the point that I was like, you know what?
It's not.
I'll gladly say I haven't done it. I've done everything else, but I don't need to. I don't.
Well,
need
I've
to
done that before with other games. I did that with Bendy in the Dark Revival, where I just couldn't beat the final boss, and I was just like, you know what, I'm just gonna YouTube it.
But it wasn't even that, because for the Splatoon one, you can't even YouTube it. Like, you can't find a walkthrough for it. You just need to get good, but to the point that you need to be faster than the AI at doing things. And
I hate it when the
in a
games do
way,
that, like the AI reads your inputs and stuff.
Yeah, and what's also with that one, I feel like the AI does sort of adapt to whatever you're doing. So if you throw a bomb, it will quickly dodge and whatnot. Like, it adapts to whatever you're doing. If you use a special move, it's going to be like, okay, well, I can shoot you from this angle instead because you're vulnerable on this side. Like, it knows. It acts as a human almost. And it's like, well,
It's not
Right.
fun.
Yeah, like, honestly, I tried. And my sister tried, my brother tried.
It's my time
Even
to
I think
try.
my dad tried.
It's my
I
time to try.
tried. It's like,
It's like
you know
those-
what? I
you know
might
what
get you to try it at one
You know what?
point.
It's like those Taskmaster challenges in Spider-Man. Those gold medals are ridiculous. Like, yeah, I did them, but only just barely.
Yeah.
And the room for error was so tiny. It's like
There's none,
there isn't any.
basically.
Yeah.
You could do it perfect. Oh well. I need to go back to Spider-Man again, actually.
You should. It's great.
But see, this is what I mean. Like, I'm already playing Zelda and Pokemon, and I'm trying to basically 100% both of those, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, Spider-Man, okay. It's another big game that you can
I love that I
like.
bought you a PS4.
You did. I ended up giving you like just about half of the money for
You
it
did.
eventually. I didn't get. I think I gave you like 50 instead of 80, but that's
Yeah.
the project push rates. But I can give you the other half as well.
It's
Like
alright.
the other part of the half.
That's alright.
But it's like, I was like, I felt bad because you basically bought it, but you're gonna leave it here. But it's like the best. Like that's how I like describe it better. You got so fed up with playing Fortnite on my little dinky Switch that you're like,
It was
no.
just so laggy though. I just couldn't
Yeah.
play. You saw it, and I was just like, I can't play it like this.
Hmm.
The alternative was get a PC, and I'm like, I'm not buying a PC, a laptop to play.
Yeah. So we went to 6 and we got a new one. Well, used new one.
Yes, because
Yes.
that's on the soft scoop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Babs, if you've got some good co-op games on PlayStation, let me know, because now I can figure out a way to play those two Babs.
Can't think of any good co games on PlayStation, to be honest. I imagine there's a few, but I can't think of any off the top of my head that aren't on PC.
Yeah.
You played on Title Goose Game, that was quite funny to watch.
I might need to go back to it and do the additional tasks.
It was good fun.
It was fun. And you can apparently do it in co-op. I don't really know how co-op would work with that thing, but...
You share the same screen.
Mm. Also, I don't know when we want to call it a night, because it is 9:30, and I don't know what your work schedule is like.
I'm early tomorrow, but I can play for a little longer. I'm enjoying this conversation.
Okay, cool, because I just, because we are like...
How you guys doing?
I'm doing good. How is Bert doing? He's very quiet.
Yeah, you're awfully
I'm
quiet,
doing
Burbs.
fine.
What's going on, Burbs? Do you want to talk about your feelings?
Not really, no.
Would you like a hug?
I'm just sat back listening to you. You two are chatting away. I'm just spraying the wall.
Mm.
It kind of lulls you into it, this game, doesn't it?
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
What's your
You just get a bit of a flow going.
What's your go-to takeaway? What would you say your favourite is? If you had to pick one, Burbs.
What kind of takeaway you mean?
Yeah,
Or
like
particular?
well, yeah,
takeaway.
well, they're way either. You know, if you like tacos, you could say tacos. But if you like a particular brand of tacos, yeah.
I don't know. If I could have any choice, there's either a local place called Man vs. Food.
That
Which
sounds like
big,
fun.
big portions of stuff. Or more generically, probably KFC.
See, I like KFC, but the problem is I feel like it's quite expensive for what you get.
It is, yeah.
And then that, just about every other takeaway.
Yeah, but like, I don't know.
I know what you mean, though. Yeah.
Like
It is.
a mini fillet's like £2. Like a mini fillet's like £2.40 or something stupid. I don't think it's that, but you know what I mean.
No, I
Not
know what you
far
mean.
off
Like,
it.
even like popcorn chicken, I still love popcorn chicken, but the largest box is the size of your closed fist. Like, and even then, it's like a third of the box is just air because the round. And so, yeah. And it costs like £6 for a box, and I'm like, no, thank you. I'll just have chicken nuggets. I'll go home and make them myself.
What about you, Mal? What's your go-to?
I don't know. See, this is where indecision... It's not so much indecision, I guess. It's just, I don't like eating the same thing over and over and over and over again. I like variety. And you know me, I like a lot of food. So sometimes I might be in the mood
Do you know
for
what I
like a
really
Subway.
like? My go-to takeaway is, which is surprising. I like fish and chips, or sausage and chips from the chip shop.
Oh, that's fair.
It is because not only is it cheap and cheerful, to be honest, comparatively, it's just nice.
See, I think
Like you have the one, you have that place in your place, Mal. I can't remember what it's called. Where did we order from the other day? The other time I've been over.
Did you use the Franco or did you use the one on what is it? Next to World even.
I don't remember, but anyway, it was like the fish and chips was so good. Mind you, Harvester's pretty good takeaway.
It is.
Until you spill gravy.
We should go into a Harvester.
Until you actually spill gravy on the floor.
Yeah.
Do you want to tell that story, Ma?
No, I'm good.
No, you're good. Okay.
Yeah, you basically didn't put a lid on the gravy.
I put the lid on, I put it in the bag, I didn't realise we knocked the gravy over and the gravy just started dripping out the bag.
Yeah. And it made a puddle.
Oh,
and I was
dear,
ice
oh,
skating
dear.
on a gravy.
That's
the best way.
You nearly slipped
I went
over.
ice skating on
You
the
nearly
gravy
slipped
while trying to
over.
wipe it. I did.
I was about to catch him and I started laughing. You were fine. Like, she was fine, guys. But it was after she...
He started laughing only after he knew that I was fine.
If you
Not
fell,
before.
if you fell over, then I would have been like, "Oh, you're right." But yeah, it's just the way you did it. You just.
Well, I'm sorry that I balanced myself instead of falling on my butt. My apologies.
Oh.
That must have been very inconvenient for
But
you.
if I'd done it, you would have laughed.
Oh, we don't.
Exactly.
But instead, in your story, instead of coming off as a caring and loving boyfriend, you come off as a
A piece of shit. Yeah.
meanie. First you don't put the lid on your gravy properly. Put it in a paper bag. Then you lift it so it spills. You get your girlfriend to clean it up, and while she's cleaning it up,
I offered to clear it up. Come on, let's not mince words here.
did you?
Yes,
I don't remember that part.
I did.
Well, I don't remember that part. But in any
You
case,
just fallen over.
But anyways, I started cleaning it up, and I almost fell over. And what you do? You laugh.
I mean, Burbs. Come on, it would have been pretty funny.
It
Yeah.
is funny. I'm just saying, you don't come off too great in that
No,
story.
I never come off great in any story I tell.
So there's that, but like, yeah, I don't mind.
I was just laughing so hard.
Well,
And you just look. You just gave me a look like really? You're sitting here laughing.
what else am I meant to do? Come try this ice skating business on gravy with me too.
Oh dear.
There's just so much wall.
Where are you, Babs?
There is. I finished 2 walls though, so you should have only 2 left on the
I
outside.
finished the front.
I did the.
Well, I started there.
I've done the bottom half of the back. I've not done the top half of the back yet.
Let's have a look. Would you like a hand?
No, I'll survive. I'm just saying.
No, don't ask for Foxtrot to help you. It just does it wrong.
Oh.
Last time we played this, you got so annoyed with the way I cleaned.
I did, and guess what? Burbs agreed.
Listen, I've got better.
You have. Mostly because you're not in my way, so I can't see the messes that you do. But no, I think you have. Oh, I see you at the top there. Hi.
Hi.
Why are you jumping up like that?
I'm not jumping. I'm just walking backwards and forwards.
Oh, that's what it looked like. It looked like it was jumping.
Does it? Okay.
It did on my bed, but it was literally just because your
Wait.
head was coming up and...
I don't see you. Where are you?
I'm on a scaffolding onto your left if you look at the pyramid.
Hi.
Hi. Hold on.
Ah, you're pushing me. Stop.
Well, you didn't see me. I wanted to make sure that you saw me.
Yep, definitely saw you. Bitch.
So you guys got the last one then, like, yeah?
Yeah.
I'm just helping out Babs with it, yeah.
Yeah, just because then I know whether to go over there, because if there's 2 people, there's no point in me also going over there, is there? No.
It's looking good though.
It's
Do you
so
think
satisfying,
do you
though.
think you do this job in real life?
No.
That's funny though, isn't it? Like you like playing it, but you don't like wouldn't do this in real life.
Listen, I love watching criminal minds and the people solving the crimes. I don't want to be going around and figuring out the crime myself.
That's
I like Dexter. Doesn't mean I want to go around killing people.
my brother got so mad by the end of that TV series. When he went into that like storm or tornado or whatever the fuck, he got so mad.
Oh,
He's
no.
like, that's how it ends. And obviously they had that little post credits thingy, didn't they? Where they're like, he could be still alive.
To be honest, I've never really gotten to the end of it. I know I liked it, but I've never really gotten over to the end before. I know what you mean. Right. I'm from the end. Oh, hi guys.
I don't really watch much TV nowadays.
Hi.
What?
I don't really watch much TV nowadays. I am watching The Boys at the moment, which is really good. I'm really enjoying that.
I used to watch TV like crazy, and then I started playing a lot more video games instead.
Yeah, I just don't have time to watch TV anymore. Streaming just takes a lot more of my time. And it's not like a problem. It's like I've always liked playing video games more than I like watching TV. But you know, when I get a spare minute, when something's rendering or something, I'll put something on TV. Something to go on.
It's just at this point, I just don't know what to watch because a lot of this stuff just looks so like rehashed, like everything's been done, and I'm like watching, and I'm like, yeah, okay, great.
Do you think? I'll ask you a question, Matt and Babs. I mean, I don't mean Matt. We both watched this. We watched Ant-Man Quantumania, didn't we?
Yeah.
Without going into spoilers, do you think the MCU is going downhill?
No.
You don't think so?
No.
I think there's a bit too much TV shows at the moment. Like, there's too much stuff to watch. It's kind of like imploding a little bit. You know what I mean? Under its own weight. Because like I have watched, you know, a lot of those shows, and I feel like when the next Avengers comes out, I'm going to be missing a lot. You know what I mean?
I mean, all you need to know is that half the Avengers are dead or all.
Well, I think like all the Avengers have quit who have left. I think they've cashed out early. I think they've made the right decision. Because I think like they may have seen the writing on the wall and been like, yeah, this can't go on forever. Bow out gracefully.
Yeah.
Rather than drag out. Because I heard Love and Thunder wasn't very good, was it? I don't know. I didn't see it.
I liked it.
I mean, I don't think I've even seen a lot of the new films, to be honest.
Like, Love and Thunder wasn't the best, but it wasn't like, oh my god, what have I watched? It was fun. I had fun.
I don't think I even got round to watching the latest Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
I've not seen Love and Thunder.
You didn't, I mean, with Doctor Strange, I don't think you missed a lot, to be honest.
I
think it was a lot of setup for characters they're going to add later, like, without spoiling,
Yeah.
like the Fantastic Four, the X-Men, things like that, to the MCU. But beyond that, you didn't miss a lot.
Yeah. I don't think I've seen that. What was it? Is it Tenshu? 10 something?
Shang-Chi.
That's the one.
That was pretty good. I liked that one, actually.
I like that one,
That
yeah.
was pretty good, actually.
Even my parents liked it. But my dad is very much into like the martial arts videos and movies. Like,
Yeah, I quite like that
he and my
one.
mom scoped up Jackie Chan. back when he was producing in like 20 million movies in a year.
Yeah, like in Doctor Strange Babs, they introduced Charles Xavier, played by Patrick Stewart, the Fantastic Reed Richards for the Fantastic Four. You know, I love that in that movie they always pick the parody of that joke where she's like Reed Richards, smartest man alive, and he tells Scarlet Witch that Black Bolt can kill her with a word from his mouth, and she's like, oh, that's a good idea. Let's try his mouth then. Do you know what I mean? It's like smartest guy in the room, ladies and gentlemen. Slow as golf clap. I was watching that movie. I think I watched it in cinema actually, and I watched that. Did I watch it with you, Ma, or did I watch it with my brother? I don't remember.
That's strange. I think we watched it together.
Yeah, I was sitting there thinking. I put my hands on my. I don't remember. I think I remember. Yeah, I put my hands on my head like, why are you fucking talking? Shut up. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Why are you opening your mouth? Ironically, which is the cause of the death of them all, but you know.
Like, another one, and I don't think a lot of people liked it. I really like Eternal.
I haven't seen Eternals.
Like, I know my sister, I think she said that it was quite boring, quite slow or whatever, but I was like, but take it with the idea that Eternals are new. Like, I know it's based off of comics, but take it and base it as it's never been mentioned. It's never been anywhere. It's like they need to somehow introduce it and show who they are and what they do and like.
Wait, Buds, are you on this back wall?
I'm on the side wall at the moment.
I thought I was helping you doing the back wall. So I came over. Yeah, sorry, Mark, continue what you're saying.
But yeah, it was like literally they're setting everything up, like, and there was like this big bad guy in there, and I'm like, see, I wouldn't be surprised if this is like the next Thanos or something because he wants to destroy the entire universe or whatever, you know, like. I wouldn't be surprised if he's gonna be the next Thanos, literally, because I think it was like one of the first 2 or 3 movies after Endgame or whatever it was. Is like they're setting up the next bad guy, and they need to do it in such a way that those who don't read comic books will be like, okay, that makes sense. Even Harry Styles in it, which was like very weird about it.
But the thing is that I don't understand is like, ironically, the movie like having a big universe where like you watch movie to movie to get the story and end at endgame. I feel like now with the TV shows they're adding too much. Like ironically, it's coming like comic books where it's getting far too. I never watch TV shows. But it's like it's getting like far too complicated to get into. Do you know what I mean? If you were say for example, but imagine this, you're a new Marvel fan. Where do you tell them to start?
Iron Man 1.
You think so? Tell them to watch everything?
Yes. I mean, they don't need to, like, do they just want to watch Avengers on their own? Okay, then just start with the first Avengers. Do you want to have the whole MCU? Start with Iron Man 1, because that's where it all started. But, do you need to watch it? No, you don't. If you only want to watch Hulk and waste, like, 2 hours of your life, go for it. Incredible
Hulk wasn't a bad movie.
It wasn't, but it was also pointless.
It was, but...
Like, they literally done it, then they were like, right, let's change the actor. Let's ignore the fact that everything went down. And, like, just... let's not. So, yeah.
Pretty much, yeah.
Like, after the movie ended, it's not mentioned anywhere what the hell happened. He just moves to, what was it, India or something, and... Natasha just finds him in India or whatever he moved off to. And he's like, hi. Yeah, come with us. He's like, no, I don't want to, so they abduct him instead. But yeah, it's like, what do you want to watch? Where do you want to start? Because you don't need to watch every single thing. Like, even like if you watch, Infinity War and Endgame, you can just watch it on its own because
I think I had a discussion in stream one day. It was like about that. It was like, is Infinity War a good movie on its own? And I was like, but if you, it's like, yeah, well, yeah, if you include all the things that came before it, yeah, fair enough.
It's alright on its own. Like, for
But-
a Marvel movie, it's not bad. Like, yes, like, if watching on the other ones may help you a little bit understanding which character is which, but at the same time, they sort of cover it. They're like, oh, we need the Infinity Stones. You mean like this one and this one? Yeah, well, we've been in touch with, we've came in contact with them at least once, here, and like, okay, well then we just need to do a time jump, and that's what they do, and that's where it is. Like, you don't need to know how Iron Man came to be Iron Man. You don't need to know why suddenly there's an Ant-Man in there, the guy that shrinks. You don't need to know his origin story. You just need to know this is what he does.
No, I'm fine.
Oh.
Sorry.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
you don't need to watch the 20 movies that came before it to be like, okay, so Spider-Man is the one that shoots webs, okay. Cool.
No way. Get out of town.
Like, you don't need to watch all of it to be like, okay, Black Panther is the guy in the black suit
What?
with the claws.
What?
Okay,
No.
cool.
No. No. How?
But you know what I mean? Like,
I do get what you mean. It's just the way you say it. You're like, no. How? What?
yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying, Babs?
Mm-hmm.
It's just the way
Like, I
you...
get it too, but it's just, I was like, I don't know how else to put it. It's just,
But I think that's kind of the point she's going for. You
Yeah.
don't say these things are pretty self-explanatory.
yeah, like, the story itself, yeah, build up of it if you want to watch it and like, oh, this is what's going on beforehand, you know, sure, go for it. But you do not need to watch the 3-4 movies, the 3 Captain Americas and whatnot to know everything, because they just mention it in passing because it's like, that's what happened and it's part of the movie as well. Like, you're not going to get the Easter eggs, but at that point, you're not watching it for the Easter eggs. You're watching it because you're like, I've got nothing else to do and I want to watch this 5-minute documentary of Avengers and see if they live or not.
The back wall is done, by the way, just in case anyone's wondering.
Well done. I've got like the corner, like near enough half of the upper floor inside wall done. Yeah. As for the TV shows, I came to the conclusion that DC sucks at movies, but is somehow good at the TV shows, and Marvel has the opposite problem.
Yeah.
It sucks at TV shows, but the movies are good. So,
The TV shows are really good. The DC animated stuff is really good.
it's not even that. Like,
That
Arrow and Flash, mind you.
Like, if you want to
Arrow
watch some
was-
good, like, animated content, watch the DC animated stuff. It's really good. If you like animation,
Hold on,
obviously.
Yeah. I mean, for me, it's not even that one. It's like the, what do you call it? Like, all the, like, Arrowverse and stuff, mind you, they're closing it up now, but the first, like, what, 4 or 5 seasons of Arrow, they were good, and then they messed it up, and they
So I
started
never
doing
watched Arrow
something weird.
or anything like that.
Well, you should. It's actually really fun. And I think you would enjoy it. There's a lot of humor that I think you would like. Same with The Flash. It was good. Like, the first season, it was a lot of build-up, and, I mean, my mom always was like, oh, he always mopes around, and he's always depressed. I'm like, well, he did witness his mother's murder. Twice. Probably 3 times. Then found out that it was himself from the future that saved him from his arch enemy, and because of that his mother died. So I mean,
Yeah.
it can have a little bit of an impact on your mental health probably. It's like, meh, I like it. Same with like Supergirl, it was fun until
It
they
wasn't
cancelled it.
until it wasn't.
No, Supergirl was great. But then CW managed to convince Warner Bros, DC, however you want to call it, whoever pulled the strings, that they can in fact use Superman. And then Superman became a thing, and literally the moment they cancelled Supergirl, they were like, but don't worry, you might be able to see her in Superman and Lois, or whatever the title was. And it's like, okay, we see what you're doing here. You've got Superman, so what's the point of Supergirl? It's like, at least I feel like that's what they've done. It's like, initially they couldn't get Superman, so they're like, you know what's the next best thing? Superman's chasm. Because that might potentially open some wiggle room for negotiation, and then it did. And they're like, okay, so see now that we've got this one, you see how good it's going. How about we use Superman? And I mean, Taylor Lautner, as, or however you pronounce his name, as Superman is a plus. But
do you know what was a good movie?
like,
Done DC.
What?
Really like Shazam. Shazam was good.
Shazam was good.
There's a new one of them out, isn't there?
Yeah.
Yeah, on the 16th it came out. Literally as you were leaving, folks. Otherwise we would have went to that, probably. But,
How are we doing in here?
well, I'm not doing the floor or the ceiling, but I'm doing the wall currently, so... Oh, hi, are you watching that?
I'm just helping.
I know.
I think the outside's pretty much done now, isn't it? Apart from maybe going around and detailing the decorative archways.
Well, I've done some of the pillars
Okay.
downstairs.
Yeah. Well, we're halfway there apparently, so...
So yeah, downstairs in the bottom area, like this entrance bit is pretty much done.
Yeah.
I've done one of the entrances, like the one that you're next, so I've done the decorative side of it as well before I moved inside, so... Also, and this is something that Bears made me aware of. See those murals that are on the walls inside this thing? They're all like the things that we cleaned, or we were supposed to clean before we got to this one. Know that you might recognize some of the bits.
Oh, here's the thing. There were a couple of blank ones originally. Do you think
mean,
they've been filled in with the DLC?
I mean, there is that one that's blank, but remember how I went through it and I said that this is the only blank wall that we've got, but there's nothing else that they maybe would need to do because all the designs are what we've cleaned.
Yeah.
I think the only thing that we haven't cleaned from this was the horse. Yeah.
I just think, like, you know, it's a lot of good shows and stuff. There's not enough time to do anything, to watch everything. Especially with like all the different services you have to subscribe to get all the shows.
See, what you could do is just like subscribe to one, watch one, and then comes on move on to the next, and like.
Yeah, true.
That's kind of what I did. I mean, I didn't cycle through them, but I wanted to watch the new iCarly because I grew up watching iCarly, and I love iCarly, and I was like, I want to watch the new one, so I subscribed to Paramount Plus. And within like first 2 weeks, I've watched it all. I'll be honest, it's not as good as iCarly. Also because at this point, I mean, they've always were like that, but they're like trying to be funny on purpose, which doesn't really feel good. Like they're trying to be funny. But at the same time, it is fun because you still got some of the wacky characters. Like I don't remember. I don't think Gibby is in it. Is Gibby in it? Yeah, Gibby's in it, right? Well, in any case, you've got Spencer in there, and that's enough chaos to start. And then you've got Carly and Freddie. I think the only thing that would have made it even crazier is if Sam came in, but we all know that she's missing. So
I always forget Sam was on iCarly.
she was, and then they put her into Sam and Cat, and it went downhill.
See, I don't know what you're talking about yet. I agree.
Basically, there was like Carly,
Yeah.
and then there was Victorious. And Carly was about 3 teenagers that started making like this web show, comedy web show, and they were just being very weird teenagey selves on it.
Mm-hmm.
And it got traction to the point that even the president and their family were a huge fan. Like they had Michelle Obama in it, I'm pretty sure, didn't they? I'm pretty sure there was like one episode that he was there, and stuff.
Yeah.
And Victoria's was about these rich kids going to this talent school, like they're basically for arts school, and yeah, and eventually both ended, and they were like, you know what we could do? We could take one of the characters from this show and one from this show and just merge it together, and it just was one of the wackiest, weirdest, strangest things that I've ever tried to watch and failed. So.
It's
Not my cup of tea.
Not your cup of tea, eh?
No. But you know what? If they did like a sudden another season of House of Anubis, but like this time around, like, you know, it's like 10, 15 years down the line and it's someone else and there's more like addiction puzzles or something like that I would watch the hell out of. I know that much. Because House of Anubis is so good. I still
What was
watch
the
some
show
of
that
it.
we watched when I was around yours? That was quite fun.
What? Castle?
Castle was quite fun.
Yeah, it was.
I mean,
But did you watch Castle ever?
I haven't really watched Castle now.
Because at one point I said to Fox that the main character, Castle, sometimes reminds me of him. Like, some of the behaviors that they do is just like, a lot of the time I'm like, do you know what? This is exactly how you'd react. Like, we got through maybe like first 2-3 episodes, but I was like, once you get to like season 2, you understand what I mean. But he disagrees, and he thinks it's only because they share the name, the first name, and I'm like, that's not it. Trust me, it's not that.
well, it was a bit weird that they shared the first name.
I mean, yeah, but it wasn't like I was like, oh, I'll start dating him. I bet he's like him. And it was like, one day I just realized
Ladies
like
were all not like
I was
that.
watching some Castle, and I was like, you know what? He would say something very similar to this right now. If this was him, he would make some random comment joke about this as well.
Yeah.
And it just kept going. I'm like, oh my god, I'm dating a variation of Richard Russell. Just not a successful book writer, but
I'm a successful Twitch streamer.
you are. But no, honestly, like, I think it's fun, and I know you said, I mean, obviously you watched like the first one. The episodes or so with me, because we watched Nanny McDade. I don't think we went beyond that in that second episode. It is once you get a bit more into it, because the first episode was basically setting it out, being like, these are the characters. Say hello to them, because you're going to be dealing with them for the next 8.
Yeah.
So,
I'm going to BRB quickly.
Okay.
no worries. Yeah, Castle's great. I don't know. I don't think you would like boys. I think it's too squishy for you.
Oh, too squishy. I'm a squishy bean.
No. The show is too squishy. Like, I don't know how you feel about them, these sort of things, but like it's also like procedural crime drama type of thing, but the bodies are at a point of like very severe state of decomposition, like they're like unrecognizable human type of things, like
Yeah.
and I think the first few seasons is where it's like really gooey and oozy and just yucky. But I don't know if you're okay with that, so although you like zombie games, so maybe.
Yeah. No, I know what you mean.
Like at one point there was an episode, and I still remember I was watching it. They are soup. Yes, that's it. Yes, they are soup. That's the word I was looking for. Yes, they are soup basically.
What kind of soup is it? Tomato soup?
Well, um, it's a body soup, like, but it's red. So if to be fair, I think in season 9 there is an episode where like the body was somehow killed and the killer disposed of it, and because they worked in like this food producing factory, they got packed into like a beef stew or something like that, and then they got served in a high school. That's like your opening to it. So yeah, so if you want, you can have a beef stew if you want.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the special ingredients, you know, like eyeballs and teeth and nails, they're all included
I've got
for free.
fingernails in it.
I think so too.
Oh,
Yes.
then I'm out. Yeah.
I mean, they don't actually show it. I think they told that like an eyeball or something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's that sort of thing. It's not like a lot graphic. I think once you get past like, I want to say season 3 or something, it gets a little bit. Apart from Palan, but he's a jerk, so we don't talk about him. But aside
I
from
thought we
Palan,
didn't talk about Bruno.
well, we don't talk about Bruno either. But Christopher Palan is another one of those idiots. And the best part is his name is very similar to a word in Polish, which is jerk. And I'm like, you know what? Let's put it this way: Palan at one point blackmailed the main character, who was like, you're gonna tell her that you didn't mean to propose to her, that it was just in a heat of the moment because everything was going on. If you don't do it, I'm gonna be killing people every 4 hours until you do. And because he has access to all electronics and monitoring and stuff, he had to do it. And the woman that he proposed to, he's like very cagey and like, yeah. So he's like, I was like, don't break her heart. He had to. But at the same time, I think because she's also very smart, she was like, he wouldn't be doing that if it wasn't a reason. So she was like, okay, you'll tell me when you tell me. But I wasn't best pleased either. So yeah, we don't like the jerk. But yes, bodysuit is very good. A description of the state. Sometimes it's just a pure skeleton, which I mean is easiest, but I remember one time I was watching it and I was also doing something, and it was the first time I was watching it, and it was like there was like this unveiling of the world's largest chocolate bar or something like that, and there was a body inside of it. The moment they sliced it, everything just came spilling out. And I was eating like ice cream covered in chocolate, and I was like,
I suddenly decided I don't want this anymore.
yeah, I was like, and the best part is because I forgot that I had it, so I started eating it like, you know, at the point where it was starting to melt and stuff, and I started eating it, and like, all that ice cream stuff started coming out. I was like, you know what? I'll skip this one. Thank you very much. It wasn't a great time. But it was a great show. I miss it.
Well, it hasn't gone anywhere, has it?
I mean, we've got all finished.
But I think it's better like a show ends gracefully than drags out.
Yeah, it is. Like, what they also did, because it ran for 12 seasons, right?
Yeah.
They had 12 years of it. But And after 10 years, they didn't know if it was going to get renewed or anything like that. Like, it was very much, we don't know what's going to happen next month. What they done is the story that they've written in season 10, the way that it was written, you could be like, okay, this is the end, there's no more. Like, it was so well done.
Mm-hmm.
And then they did add the other 2 seasons, and, I mean, in my opinion, they're not as good, but they're still fairly good. And I was like, oh. I like that they added that little bit of, well, we don't know if we're gonna finish or we're not gonna finish.
Yeah.
So instead of risking leaving it on like a cliffhanger or something, let's make it so everyone's happy or something.
Yeah.
And then the last season they bloody, and the real last season they bloody exploded everything. So I was like, well, you know what? I'll stick with season 10 ending. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Honestly. And then like, I don't really know what you're about for sure.
No, I get you.
Where's... Yeah. It was such a good show. And because it was out on Fox, right? It was made by Fox. Fox got bought out by Disney. It's now on Disney Plus.
Oh boy, I'm owned by Disney now. Oh boy.
Which is such a weird thing because the last thing I would think of is associate Bones with Mickey Mouse. Like, or like even Frozen is like,
You think this is a
okay.
game? Huh? You think this is a fucking game? I will end you and I'll bury your bones, huh?
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. How you doing?
I'm doing great, but I'm slightly worried about, you know.
What have I walked back into?
Honestly, I don't know. I wish I could tell you about, but I don't even know what he's on at this point.
Pass. How you guys doing on your end?
Okay.
We're slowly getting there, right?
I just wondered.
It's just a lot of like stuff to be cleaning, basically.
Yeah.
Oh, Burns is doing the same thing, just from the opposite end.
Yeah. This bit's a lot easier to do from the other side from where you're trying to clean.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Are you crossing the streams?
Do you ever?
No.
Do you ever?
Never cross the streams.
Can you guys ever do any impressions or anything?
If I could, I would.
I don't think I do very good impressions.
So,
I don't think I do.
I think I do. What do you think, Barbs?
I think some of them are quite good. I'm not saying you hit every one you try, but
I always try. That's the important bit.
Oh, you always try that. You do. I just can't. Part of it, I think, is because I just can't tell like the difference between accents and stuff. Like I cannot. For me, you guys sound the same. Like
We sound the same.
you guys, accent-wise, yes.
Nice, you get some amazing loot. Nice, and arrow is nice. Me and Burb sound the same. We do not sound anything alike.
But like,
But
obviously, you've got different voices, right?
yeah,
But I don't hear the accent. To me, you speak exactly the same way.
Burbs, do we?
I don't think we do.
I don't think we do.
I don't think. I believe
Burb
you.
sounds like 10 times sexier than I do. Like for a start.
No, I think you're wrong there.
I think you've got a sexy accent.
Right.
Just saying.
The point is, I just don't. I can't pick it up. I don't know what it is. It must be a thing that exists, right? I don't know what, but it is a thing. In any case, I just can't hear it. And it's the same, like... I always use that as an example because it's the most ridiculous thing. I like Sims. And for the longest time, I used to watch this guy called James Furler.
Mm.
And I would listen to him. I would watch his videos. I watched him for like 2-3 years.
Mm.
And I thought he was American, something like that, maybe British. I don't know. I didn't really pick it up.
American
And
and
then
British is a very different ballpark.
I know, but but then my sister comes in and she's like, "Oh, he's from Australia." I'm like, "How do you know he's?" She's like,
He's from
"Well, can't you
wait.
tell?"
So you thought he was English / American, then he's Australian.
I don't know. I know he spoke English, okay? So I narrowed it down to the very popular English-speaking countries, okay?
Australian is the most
Australia
distinct accent I can think of.
I know. I know. That's what my sister informed me about too. But she was like, "Can't you hear it?" And I'm like, "What?" He's just using English. And he's like, "Yeah, but the accent." I'm like, "What accent?" Like, you know those, like, very strong, you call them Cockney accents. I can hear the difference in that. I can hear all the
Hello,
difference in that,
Governor.
right?
Where is the drugs going?
Yeah, I can hear that, like, or like
Hey,
the
not
accent
very
in
nice to
Lucifer,
do.
right? Where, with, like, the Lucifer accent, I can hear that. It sounds different. You
Miss
don't know
Marta,
what I mean.
I don't think you understand the difference between accents. My name is Michael Caine.
I do not.
My name is Michael Caine.
I just don't hear the accent.
I don't know if that's a good
Like,
Michael Caine impression, but what do you reckon?
It was alright.
Yeah. Oh, Michael Caine. Master
yeah,
Bird, let me tell you
it's
something.
one of those
Mark.
things. So to me, I know most people will say that you don't sound alike, but to me, you sound alike. Like,
Maybe we're the same person,
Bioware.
Babs.
No, and
Have we
like,
never
I
been
can
sitting
tell.
in the same place at the same time?
Yes, you have.
Are you
We've
sure?
been to Casper's together.
Are you sure we haven't ordered from modified your memory?
Guys, please. You're mocking me, and that's not helping.
I know what you're saying, but I'm just saying, like, I don't think we sound anything alike. Sorry, Babs.
Obviously, I can tell the difference between your voices, right? I
Yeah.
know when it's.
Come on, Babs, should we be team same voice?
Why stop pushing me? Stop it.
Why are you pushing Marta, Babs?
There's a part of you decided to say that.
I mean, listen, I'm just saying. I'm not saying don't stop. I'm not saying stop. I'm just asking. I'm just curious.
Yeah, that's one thing that I've always like struggled with, and probably doesn't help with my inability to eat. Birds, really? Can you stop? I'm trying to leave.
You got like a step ladder or something.
I don't think there is one.
Not
Is
on
there
this
step
map,
ladder?
there isn't.
Which is kind of sucky. You'd think they would give you a ladder, especially in particular because of that freaking statue. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, most of it you can access just by standing at the right angle, but it's like...
I'm trying to figure what's left of this central opening.
Oh, I had that the last time you know, Burbs, when I was trying to do that gnome thing and I thought this was the map that I needed to do it with the temple.
Yeah.
Right? That was one of those central opening things. Like, it's just such a weird one. Like, I ended up going over it like 10 times before I decided, oh, you've done it. Well done.
Yeah, but it says there's quite a bit of it left. To be fair.
Yeah. Hold on. I think what it is, no, that's been our ceiling. Maybe it's like a bit of.
I'll come up and up. Have a look.
Oh, you're welcome to. I'm thinking it might be the blue line on the bottom bit.
It might be, yeah.
So I'm gonna try and clean it and see if that helps. Like, it is going down apparently, so
There you go.
there we go. I think it is that blue line here that you need
Not
to
from the
clear.
underside.
Yeah, like there's one at the very bottom, like this little trim. I think that's what it is. Because the moment I cleaned it, it cleaned it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which is kind of sucky. Because you need to do a lot of that jumping about between floors if you want to do it bit by bit. Yeah. I feel like I'm not actually doing a lot of progress with this map right now, but also I feel like I should have suggested a different map other than
Yeah,
this.
maybe. That might be a good idea.
I mean, listen, we can save and we can come back to it because it does save.
Now we'll finish it.
Hey, it's just I don't want you to feel tired tomorrow when you go to work.
I'm always gonna be tired anyway. Yo, Anxious, how you
yeah.
doing? Welcome in.
Hi!
How you doing? How you doing today? How are things going? I hope you're feeling a bit better. Are you feeling better now? Last time I heard you you were injured, I think, if I remember correctly. Is that right?
Yeah, I think so. There was like a surgery involved, I think.
Yes. You know, ma.
Yeah. Oh my god.
The problem is
I hate doing this thing, but
oh dear. But like, again, like I say, it's just funny that, you know, people can't say they can't do accents. I think it's ridiculous. I mean, especially when I was like doing drama and stuff and doing acting and stuff, people like you always used to say, oh, I can't do accents. I'm like, how hard is it to try?
well, when you can't tell the difference, very. I think in school, because you said obviously when you did drama and stuff, it's also one of those like I hated drama because it was like I don't I was already bullied. I didn't need to give people another reason for them to bully slash laugh slash make fun of me for. So I was like, let's just not. So the amount of times that I just pretended that I was sick or just didn't want to do it or
I'm sorry,
whatever.
yeah. That's super sad.
Okay.
People are dicks. Like, kids are dicks.
I agree. But hey, I just
saw
saw
my niece, so I'm good starting working from home. It sucks, but there's something to do. Oh, bless you. Well, I'm glad we'll tell your niece we said hello. Hello. Wave. Do a little wave. Do a little hello. Do a little wave.
Yeah, I can't do accents, and then yeah, because obviously I had a lot of like anxiety as a kid. I was like, please don't.
She's a baby. Well, I'm still waving. I'm still waving anyway. I don't care. She's a baby. She's waving at me anyway. I'm waving anyway.
Exactly. Yeah, basically, I just dropped drama as soon as I could. Like, it wasn't.
See,
really
I love it. I love it because as you know, but she says hi. But as you guys know, as Buzz will attest and you can confirm that's what I am, one gigantic ham. I like hamming it up.
I don't really know what that means. You don't really look like a ham.
Do you know what it means, Bubs?
Yeah.
Basically, someone's a bit over the top, over dramatic.
Ah. See, in Poland, ham means basically jerk, a-hole. So I'm like, that's the only connotation I have. But no, when you say I'm a ham, I'm either thinking the sandwich meat or the a-hole. And I'm like, you're neither of the two. You're definitely not a sandwich meat. That would be illegal. And you're not an a-hole. Otherwise, I wouldn't be dating you. So it's like, which one is it? Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad no one heard what I said after that.
What did you say after that?
I said I am what I eat. Hey,
You don't even like ham!
that's not what I meant.
No comment.
Why are you getting so
Crude.
sometimes? No, just you. I'm used to it, but I also sometimes I just don't expect it, to be honest.
I just, you know, like I say, I just think I am pleased that in a way that I was bullied as a kid, because I wouldn't be as nice as I am.
I was always nice, but
You know what I mean?
and I
Like,
could do without the social anxiety and stress and just body image issues and
because the
just
thing
everything
is, though,
else
you
that
think
came
about
with
it, like,
bullying.
would you be the same person if you weren't? That is the question.
No, probably I wouldn't be exactly. Let's see, I wouldn't have the anxiety. I wouldn't have social anxiety. I wouldn't be terrified of like being in a group of people and thinking that everyone's making fun of me when they laugh. So no, but you know what? Life would be so much easier.
But if you were
No.
but think about it, if you weren't introverted because of it, you wouldn't met me.
I would still be into video games, but
But you know what I mean?
yeah, who knows? I might have, but
You
I know what you mean.
I just love.
But-
I love the fact that we met just by pure random chance.
It was random.
Like you know what I mean? Like the odds
Yep.
of it happening, I was happy to be shooting at that exact precise moment. You happen to be.
And you know what's even crazier is when you were raided, I was literally starting my work. So I even know the day of the week that we would have been raiding you because I started at 2 and Callan offered and finished at 2, right?
Yeah.
So it would have been a Wednesday that we raided you. And it must have been a Wednesday because that's the only one I can really think of. And it was like, I was like, okay, you know what? He's raiding. That's great. I've watched his streams, but now I need to go back to work. And I literally just turned it off. I set up. I started working, and then I think maybe 5 minutes later, I went back and I was like, you know what? I'll see what's up, what they're doing.
And I was sitting there
very
dancing to
quiet.
Taylor Swift.
And you were literally dancing to Taylor Swift. I'm like,
Yes.
what the hell have I missed? I literally just left this stream. Like, how did it go from playing a game, and I think you were playing Hat in Time.
No,
Yeah.
I was actually. Yeah, that's right.
Yes, you were playing Hat in Time, but you went from playing Hat in Time,
To
a
dancing,
game I've never heard of, which looked kind of cute, to just
dancing
randomly
to
dancing. I was
Taylor
like,
Swift.
what the hell?
And you're
and then-
like, I want a slice of that, please.
I mean, at that point, I was like, it's a bit chaotic, right? I'm gonna leave because I don't like chaotic streams. I hate chaos, like when it comes to streams. But especially when I first come in, I'm like,
And what are you doing here?
Yeah, what are you doing here
Well,
then?
I gotten used to you guys, so I don't mind the chaos. But initially, I was like, I don't really want the chaos. I just want the peace. So, especially when I was working, I was like, no. So I just switched your stream off, or rather, I just locked my phone and just focused on work.
You know what I did though?
I-
You know what got you back to the stream? I think it's because I messaged you on Discord. I was like, hey, thank you for coming down.
No,
No?
it wasn't that because you didn't even message me because it was during the daytime.
I think I did message you at one point, didn't I?
You did eventually, but what it was, hold on. I basically just switched it off, and then I think at 8 I finished work, and I was like, you know what? Let's see who's streaming. And you were streaming, and I was like, he's still going with his stream. I'm like, what the hell? Because I thought you just didn't stop. Because I mean, you were streaming the same game and whatnot. So I was like, must have not stopped, but I now know that you just took a little break in between and then started again until 9.
Mhm.
And I literally started talking to you
Yeah.
while doing my dishes and dinner after work. And I was so delayed. I went for you asked me to spin the wheel, and it's like, just say stop whenever you're ready. And I was doing the dishes at the time, so I was like, alright, let's try my hands quickly and answer. And there was also delay. It was like, just whenever you're ready, if you're still in the chat, just say stop. And eventually we're like, Barbs, do you want to say stop or something? I'm like, I'm sorry. Then you said there was a community night the day after, and I was like, you know what? Sure, I'll see what they're on about. And I joined you, and you decided to give me Smash Bros. All of a sudden. I was like, fine, I guess. I
Did
don't know
give you
why
Smash
this
Bros?
Yeah, literally the second day after
Did I?
meeting me.
Did I?
Yes.
I don't
Yes.
remember that.
Yes, you
I don't
did.
remember
I was
that.
so confused.
I don't remember that.
You got me Smash Bros. And then you guys even sat waiting for me to install it to play with you guys because I didn't have it installed.
Did I?
You did do that on the second day of you not with me.
And then you were like,
I can't remember that.
I don't remember.
It does sound like the sort of thing
I
you
would do. It sounds like something I would do, but I don't remember it.
I know you don't, but that's the whole point. I even remember the day that I met you. Like, I don't remember the day exact, but like the day of the week because of my shift at work. And the fact that you did a community night on Thursdays, so
It
that
is.
helped too. But yeah, and then we just all started hanging out, and then you started doing movie nights, and I was like, you know what, sure, let's join it, and he's not such a bad guy. And you started messaging me randomly, and I was not expecting that, and I was like, is he doing okay? What's he after? Is it just for my pets or something? But then you just like, no, it's okay.
I asked you, like, I just want to get to know you.
I know.
Same. I think
I'm not like-
I did the same thing with Burbs, to be honest. I know Mara.
But see, this is where my social anxiety comes in, and just me not trusting people in general. It's like, what's his angle?
But I was very much. I think I was very much in the like. Don't worry if you don't have to respond if you don't want to.
Yeah, I know. We're very like cagey as well, but out like very like careful not to be like come off weird and stuff. But
Yeah.
I was like, what's his deal? What's his angle? What's he doing? What's he wanting? Excuse me. And it was just so weird. I just,
And it's weird that when I asked you to go out with me, it was very peculiar.
because he
I didn't-
doesn't like. I don't know. To me, it was like.
It was very
a
casual comment.
You did ask, and it was such a like. I think like maybe a week or two after meeting you, and I'm like, huh? What?
And then you.
I wasn't expecting it. And I was like, what's my answer? What do I do here? Do I say yes? Do I say no? What do I do? Hello? Is this going fast? Is this going slow? Excuse me, and yeah.
And you just said you needed some time to think.
Yeah.
And I do that as guy coders probably know.
I was just like, I wasn't expecting.
I was expecting a no. I was like, ah, well, shoot your shot, and what's the worst that could happen?
Yeah, and I was just like, what? What's he after?
So what made you say yes then? I'm genuinely curious.
Because you were like, okay, take your time.
That I was giving you time to think about it.
Yeah, you weren't even pushing me for it. It was like, yeah, whatever.
But some people might see that as like I don't care enough. But I thought to myself, no, don't push her for an answer because you're just gonna push her away. Just be like.
I don't like pushing people.
But yeah.
And a lot of the time, especially when you meet guys online, and they're really pushy, it's like. Yeah,
I would just like if you take your time and get with some thought and if you want to.
Because
then...
it just shows that you like are okay. You like respect my like boundary of me being like, give me a moment, okay?
Well, I think I said I liked you, and you said you liked me too.
Yeah. Although I thought initially when you said it that you meant it as a friend, and I was like, yeah.
Are we over now?
Is he gonna take it as a friend or is he gonna take it as a like? Literally, I was like, does he mean it this way or does he mean it that way? Like, which way is he swinging here? Like, what's his angle again? I was like,
I just like I really like you.
I really like you too.
And and I was
crazy.
And I was just like and in the end I was just like I was like I asked you and I was just like if she says no then it's like well whatever and it's I wasn't gonna be like heartbroken you know what I mean because as you say I only known you for a week but I was just like I just felt like a real connection I was just like I like
Yeah.
spending time with you. You know, I like chatting with you. You know, I'm curious
Yeah. But
to see how
it
you
was
go.
literally, it's like,
And then you were like, you came back to me like a day later, and or a day or two later. You were like, so I've been thinking about it, and he's like, well, so how would you feel if I said yes? And I was like, yes to what? I was like,
it
great.
was very awkward. But I was like, I don't even know why. Yeah. You confused me basically from the very start. So
That's how I
well
got
done.
you in. That's how I captured you.
Yes, and somehow I decided to stay.
It's
Uh-huh.
because the way Marta did it was she sent me a message back saying like so I've been thinking about it. Well, how would you feel if I said yes? And I was completely like thrown by what she was talking about. And as
To be
I'm
honest, I think you asked me like, so have you thought about it? And I'm like, I did, but it was very awkward.
I was
Very awkward.
that was very awkward for two introverts. Like
Listen, two introverts. One of them has very bad social anxiety to the point that I struggle to keep eye contact with people.
I know.
Right? So it's like, I was like,
And she said you know and so I didn't really, for me like I haven't had a girlfriend since high school, you know, it's been like a long time for me. I was like, so are you my girlfriend then, I guess? And you're like, I guess so. I'm like, sweet.
"Hello." Yeah. And Bernie was like, oh dear Lord.
Didn't say anything.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I think again, and I don't know how I remembered even numbered because it's like ridiculous. I do. 'Cause
I just
can't
remember I got you
what
Smash Bros. I don't remember
You
that.
generally did. You probably can go back to our very first chats and you can see it.
I mean,
I mean,
I
I don't know
probably
if you
did.
wanted
I
to
don't.
know,
I
like,
don't. I don't. I don't. I don't
but-
dispute that I did do it. I'm just like, did I?
Yeah.
It sounds like a
and
me thing to do, but I was like, did I?
you did. I was very weird. I was like, what's he trying to do here?
I just want you to play with
Like-
us, to be honest. If anything,
Yeah, I know. Like, knowing you now, I know that. But I was just like, why did he give me this 50-quid game? He doesn't even know if I like this sort of game. He just gifted it to me. Is he okay?
no.
Like, I was genuinely worried why you bought it. Might just sent me the code for it. I was like, why? Why? Are you sure it's for me? I was very confused.
How we doing?
I mean, we are at 82% complete. I'm sorry, guys, that
But
picked
yeah,
up such a
the
big
rest was
map.
like, you know, history.
Yeah,
Now we've been dating for nearly 3 years. We're getting on for 3 years.
yeah,
That's crazy.
yeah. You've been dealing with this for free.
And that has been the best
for going
decision
on
I've ever
here.
made.
No, there's still time to take it back if you want.
Can I get a receipt? Can I refund it? Can I exchange it for a new one?
I mean, I don't know if you can get a. It's more like a subscription cancellation. You know, there's no refund. There's no like
Why would I do that?
replacement, but I don't know. Number of different reasons I mentioned earlier that I'm not gonna even go through again.
I don't care.
Okay. How are you doing, Barb? What you up to?
You should all listen to the most romantic stories ever listened to. The two introverts met on Twitch. New bestseller. New York bestseller.
Yeah.
Oh, Barbs, I'm sorry, Barbs.
And then you met Burbs and Amara and you made friends for life.
Yeah, but I was also very confused because when I first came in, all I could see is the night in PJs or something along those lines. I don't know the exact username of Amara's. But you
Yeah.
kept referring to someone as Amara in the chat, but no one like been like, okay,
Yeah,
this
it's
is
one of
Amara,
those
by
things.
the way.
That's one of those things I wish that was. But I always call her Mara. It is just false
I
habit.
know.
You know, what I mean, I do admit some people do get confused. But like, who are you talking to?
Yeah, for me, initially I was like, but eventually because of, like Amara would say something in chat and be like, exactly Amara. I think after like, I don't know, 2, 3 streams with Amara there, I was like, okay, clearly the night in PJs must be Amara because he keeps referencing whatever she says
I
as
remember.
Amara. It must
Yeah,
be.
because I remember the 3 games that you guys met me on. I know Mara met me on Near Automata. Bells met me on We Happy Few, I think.
I think that was the first one I actually talked on, yeah.
Yeah, well.
But I've been lurking in the background for
I know
about
you were, I
6
know
months
you,
at that point.
yeah, I know you were like in the XCOM, weren't you?
Yeah.
Because I remember, remember when StarCraft was a mod. God, I wonder how she's doing. I haven't spoken to her in years. I think she's dropped off the internet, to be honest. Shame. Liked her. She was like one of the first mods I had.
Mm.
But obviously, she had her own life and her kids and her husband, and it's just like it's just a shame. You know, I get like real life happens, but it's just like it's nice if I would like if she gave me a number to keep in contact or something. But there's a lot of people on Discord and Twitch I don't talk to anymore, which is a shame.
Yeah.
Which is a shame, but that is what it is. People just people move on. Like I haven't spoken to Neil Cat on Cat for a while, or Hanny, or any one of those lot in a long time.
I've got that. I'm still like on Facebook. I'm still friends with this childhood friend of mine that I was convinced was gonna be my best friend. And then I moved into the UK and
That didn't happen.
it lasted for like maybe another year or two. But I think because like we were just hitting like 11, like we were just getting into like the teenage years and stuff, it was like in a way such a big like difference in between alongside the time zones and just randomly popping by for like a week out of a year maybe and I'll see her for like 2, 3 hours or something. It was like just but I'm still friends with her on Facebook and apparently she has a kid now. I haven't talked to her, but she has a baby and all that and I'm like, what? And she graduated from uni. I think she's done a business degree from what I remember and stuff. And I'm like, cool. But then I've also got these random friends that I like I've never talked to. I'm like so tempted to go for my friends list and just do a purge, like clean out. Because I've even got like these random friends from high school that I wasn't necessarily friends with, but I added them because if I didn't add them, it would cause more drama than it's worth.
Yeah.
So I've got them, and I'm like, I don't really want them as my friends on Facebook. I just literally was like, see if I reject it, it's gonna be that I don't want to be friends, and it's gonna be so much drama. But if I do accept it, I can just mute them, I can hide them. They won't know any different. So I was like, okay, let's accept it. Why not? And I rarely use Facebook anyway, so. Ah, the life of teenagers, eh? Internet, me a whole mess out of it.
How we doing
With what?
with this? Think we're doing well?
I think so. I mean, we've got 80%, 88% none, which is not too bad. And it's like just the big bits on the inside, so we literally can see everything that we've got left.
Yeah.
It's just for some reason my washer, I don't know whether it's just me being stupid or something, but I don't feel like it's as strong as it normally would be at this point. Yeah.
There's a bit of a here I can't get.
Where are you?
It's over here. It's on the inside of the wall.
That bit?
Yeah, I can't. Okay, thank you. I can't. Just
No worries. See this trident one. If you can't reach it, try the trident
Ivan's
one.
got 3 nozzles on his gun.
Yeah, that's what I've got. Look.
Wait, what?
There is an
How long have you
extension.
had
should
that? Have you
Well,
guys
we've
had
had
this
it.
the whole fucking time and you haven't told me?
Yeah, you unlocked it like ages ago.
What?
I'm pretty sure.
How do
Didn't know you didn't know?
I didn't. I've been struggling
Did
with
you not check? Did you
I-
not scroll through these like this to, or like even if you open it, it's there. It's a triple nozzle. You know how you've got the red one like this? This is basically a triple of that. And you've got the extensions as well, so you can make it even longer. Like,
I don't have that.
so, do you not?
No.
It should be the last power wash gun.
What's the last power? What's it called?
The
It's
Vista Pro.
Yeah, I've got that.
yeah, it's Vista Pro, and then it should be the nozzle, which is Prime Vista Pro triple tip nozzle.
Nope, don't have it.
Try going into your shop because I think we got to the boat because I think I
No,
remember
I'll leave
showing you.
I was like, you've been having a triple nozzle. I've been doing this solo by myself the whole fucking time.
I mean, I've been using like the green and yellow nozzles, but
So yeah, and then what do I do? Go to
you need to go the nozzles.
um
Oh, you were in the nozzles a moment ago.
equipment. Nope, I don't have it.
Well, in that case, we'll need to get you going through the story mode at something. Even if you literally just load it up and let me do it or something, I'll do it for you and you'll unlock it.
I've been so
Because you need to get to the boat and start doing the boat to get it. You've done one boat, but that's not the boat that you need to do. Yeah.
That's why I've been so confused.
Sorry.
That's all right. I don't wonder you guys been so much more efficient than I have.
I mean, I'll be honest, a lot of the time I don't actually use the triple one. I just use the yellow one, but with the super extension, like. Because it just works.
I feel really dumb.
You're not dumb. It's just that the game didn't have it. I'm sure if you had it unlocked, you would have noticed it as you were changing the nozzle. Because it is one of those that you get really late in the game, isn't it, Barbs?
I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't
I
know.
feel like it's also a big, like, game changer in a way, because it makes some of it so much easier.
That's just really funny. I did enjoy my reaction. It's like, you've had this the whole fucking time and I'm doing the basic shit.
Well,
And then
listen.
basic is like, you never asked.
You know what it is?
Are
We're
you
just
pro?
pros at this game.
You know what? You are.
I've even got all the challenges done.
Good for
By
you.
the way, Birds, if at any point you wish to have some help with certain of the achievements and whatnot, do let me know, because I'm happy to help. I know folks won't be too bothered about this, but
Nah, I'm not, but
yeah.
We have to make him do the white nozzle challenge though.
On the hand,
On the hand, yeah.
yeah. And the career one, the white nozzle is the one before this one, isn't it? Because it's the one that's pointing, not the human. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should be able to get them to do it.
I thought the camper van was the one before this. I can't remember though.
No,
I have no idea.
maybe. I mean,
The camper van in the desert, I mean. Not the one in
Yeah.
the driveway. I won't say
Yeah.
too much.
yeah, I don't think we ever done a camper van in the desert with Fox. Because he decided he had enough.
I did. At the time, I did. Yes.
Yes. Which is fair.
Because the maps were
I'm
just
not
getting
saying-
bigger and bigger, and I was just like, you know.
You know what? True. But also, that's the fun part about it.
But the thing was,
Things-
I just felt like it was very interesting to watch. I guess it was my point.
Wow.
Got some good news.
Hi,
People.
Flower.
Not gonna get any bigger than this one,
Oh, that's good.
surprisingly.
Hello, welcome in to Marty's chat.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're thanking you for the gifted sub.
Oh, you're very welcome.
Yeah.
You're very welcome.
The all flower.
The old
Well,
flower.
either it's the all flower or the all flower. But I think it's the old flower. I think that's what it is. I might be wrong. If that's the case, I do sincerely, truly
I'll read it
apologize.
as the old flower. Old flower.
Yeah. But yeah, I think this is one of the larger maps. If anything, I would say the subway is the bigger one.
Really? You think the subway's bigger than this?
I think somebody's
Yeah.
got more to do, hasn't it?
I think that there's more of those little details that you need to do. And also here, aside from the bottom part of the wall, like the white bit of it, where you've got the mussels or whatever, the sea creatures on the wall. Aside from that, oh my god, your name just floated in front of me.
Sorry.
Aside from that, and there's not really like difficult to get rid of ground type of dirt. Whereas
This one is.
in a subway, you've got the train tracks, and underneath it you've got that oil thing, and that takes absolute ages to get rid of. Which I think just makes it worse. And you've got like 4 tracks to go through. You know what I mean, birds?
Yeah.
I think that's what makes it just a bit worse. What I don't like about this one though is the ceiling. But this is where the trinos will just help, because you don't need to move very far.
Oh, how you doing, the old flower? How you doing? Welcome in to Martyr Stream. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Hope you're having a fantastic day.
Precisely. Hope you're all awesome.
We're almost there.
You know what I'm doing right now in Pokemon Legends Arceus for that Pokédex
What's
thing?
that?
I need to catch, I think it's 20 Zubats during daytime at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, Zubats are bats that do not spawn during daytime.
Well, clearly they do.
They don't, like, unless you're in a tunnel, at which point I've gone through 5 tunnels in a game and I've only found 1 that spawned, right?
Yeah.
Aside from that, they don't spawn in daytime. And the areas that they're meant to spawn in during daytime, there's so rare spawns in there that it's like, might as well get a shiny from it quicker than I get enough spawns in the tunnel. So the only way to do it is to find a Zubat or maybe 3, start a battle with them, and wait until it's daytime, like morning time obviously, and then try and catch them then, because they're not going to food during battle. That's genuinely the only way you can do it at this point. And I'm like, no. So yeah, I don't know if trading would work though.
I don't know.
Do you think it would work?
I have absolutely no idea.
You want to try test that hypothesis with me at some point?
Sure.
Just be like, hey,
You
do you
know
want to
I'll
try
do
this?
Ma, you know I'll do anything for you.
I know, but
You need only
really,
ask.
no. I just don't know how it would work because say if I, for example, like I needed to catch, I think was like 20 cascoons at night. So what I've done is, and I know Wurmple has a 50-50 chance of evolving into Silkroom, but I just took that, like I caught like a million Wurmples, like it's not funny. And I just evolved them during the nighttime and eventually just about done it that way because I also need to kill like 25 cascoons and I was like, it's gonna take ages otherwise, because only maybe 2 or 3 spawns during the night time. Yeah. You know what? What is this stone? I'm gonna make it a little bit quicker for us, guys. Where is it?
We need like 1% of the floor. It's really annoying me.
No, do you want me to help?
I'm just being a little slug on the floor. There you go, got it.
I'm just using the cleaner spray to help a little bit. Is it just that these beds in the iron inventory done?
And this bit here.
There we go. Now that. Hmm.
We're getting there. We're almost done it. We're almost there.
You know, I've done this map 3 times. My first time doing this one.
Really? I've done it once.
Hmm.
And I never want to do it again.
Why? It's fun.
It is fun, but like, once I've done it, I've done it.
Hmm.
There we go. Ultron ceiling wall, entrance wall, and
Yeah, I'm working on this ceiling wall. There you go. Medium gem. Well, the gem appears once you get everything else done, I'm pretty sure. Rare entrance. There's anything else. No, but...
Am I getting in the way, burps?
No. Just losing my mind trying to figure out where it might be. And we're probably talking about aspects somewhere.
I reckon it's just under the rim, I think. Do you know what I mean? Like here, maybe.
Yeah.
There we go, got it.
There we go.
Right, and then the medium gem is at the very top. Or is it just appeared?
Oh. The plane. The plane's going down, guys. Wow.
No.
Love the red arrows.
What?
Do you know who the red arrows are?
Red arrows?
Yeah, the red arrows. You know who the red arrows are, don't you?
I know who the red arrows are.
They always come around lower stuff. It's great. Lower stuff air show. It's great.
What's red arrows?
They're like a plane, stunt planes.
Oh, there's a UFO! And it's showing an airplane.
We did it.
Where?
I don't know, there was one over there. Stop.
I just kill you with a water gun. You know too much.
We did it!
We did it. Can we see a replay or no?
I can see it. You guys can. The only thing I wish that they would have done is maybe like added like a little I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Are you guys pushing me? The only thing I wish they would have done with this map is have like another camera angle from the inside or something.
Yeah.
Because they've got it from like the front entrance, like you see the front entrance side and the right side. But then beyond that, you don't really see anything. It's kind of sad.
You know what? I'm surprised this game doesn't have. It doesn't have workshop support.
Yeah, I don't know. They might eventually do it.
I don't know if it does or not.
It doesn't.
I don't know.
I'm hiding away from birds. They're trying to frame me. Help.
I'm not in your game anymore.
You left.
Yeah.
I see how it is. You want to start another one?
No, I'm going to bed. Yeah, my next one is clearing the ancient statue. Is my next one.
Yeah, so you know, so if I go through it into the career side of things, and where's the ancient statue? Right, so the ancient statue surprisingly isn't that far off, but yeah, after the ancient statue, you need to get 2 more, and then you've got a bowl where you unlock the trident.
Ah, I see. Right then, I'm going to end the stream there. Thank you to everyone who's watched. Thank you to everyone who's come down. I hope you've all enjoyed. Hope you've all enjoyed this conversation. If you're not already following Marta, follow Marta. She's great.
And you can do the same for Pop. Gonna hopefully works. Yeah, you what? I've got a command for you. Yeah, he's awesome. You can follow him. And he's currently playing Resident Evil 4, the remake, aren't you? Okay.
But
Anyways, I'm gonna finish off as well. I'll be back on tomorrow. With some,
I will also be
probably.
back tomorrow at 6.
I'll be over in the morning, 11-ish. And I'll see you all then.
So thank you for watching, guys. Bye bye. Buzz, when you're
Bye.
streaming.
Please enter a coin.
Okay. There we go. There you go. You heard it here first. Bye bye, guys.